Should have said it's Fat Albert.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's Fat Albert.
What's
hey,
up?
Eber and Batman.
That is Fat Albert. Yeah, because
I didn't kill my sound. Hang on.
Fat Albert.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Rob go ahead and take the blame on that one.
Yeah.
That was
Fat Albert
Kelly.
did kill it, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, it was totally me.
Yeah, he's playing tricks on you.
Kelly's in the house. Hey, y'all.
What's up, Kelly? What's up, Dave? Tilapia store.
I'm in the pain.
Blumberg.
Blumberg. Oh. So we're waiting to find out if Russ is going to join us, Julian's going to join us, and if Dave is going to join us. That's my understanding.
Nah, Julian's not gonna join us. He's gonna come on Friday.
Okay. I am mistaken.
But Russ should be here in a minute.
So, Rev, you did get your envelope, right?
What's that?
You did get your envelope.
Oh, yeah. I have it hidden in my cooler over there so the dog doesn't get tempted.
That was one thing about Murphy. He didn't have a problem eating anything hot.
Well, apparently mine doesn't either, because one night I was showing off the ghost pepper nuts that I had, and I showed them off, and I just set them down on the floor, and I don't know when it happened. Maybe it was one of those Rev Roll nights or something. But the next morning, I noticed that there was like all kind of bite marks on the top of the container. She wanted in. She didn't get them, but... Or maybe the lid was off. So I don't know if she got them.
Yeah.
I just know there was definitely a bunch of bite marks on there.
Well, it's just like the deer walking by and eating the ghost peppers off my plant the one year. Apparently, they don't taste hot stuff.
Kind of like birds who are not at all frightened of reflective tape, pans, or whatever else, apparently.
Julian's in the house.
So,
then, Rob, I got my envelope too.
But you ate yours yesterday. Like I say, you ate yours yesterday.
I still have the envelope.
Okay. Smart aleck one way or another, right?
And Kelly says dog has more sense than that, people. Not my dog. He's as goofy as I am.
Mine are both pretty goofy. They're smart as hell, though, but pretty goofy.
There are only two foods I found that Murphy wouldn't eat. One was pickles, and the other one was cabbage. And I could take and set, just a bit of coleslaw down, thinking, I'm going to fool him into eating the cabbage. Nope. He took and licked all the sauce and left all of the cabbage sitting behind all over the plate, but cleaned every little scrap of everything else up, but left the cabbage.
Yeah.
I gave him a piece of a sub with a small piece of pickle in it to see if I could get him to eat it. He starts taking a bite, sets it down, and very meticulously pulled the whole thing apart, picked the pickle up, set it aside, and then ate the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm in the pain. My plants are doing okay. They just need the, they're drying out because it doesn't take long when it's 97. They just gotta give them some fertilizer. They're kind of washed out, so just refertilize them and they'll be back. They'll be back. So I harvested quite a few peppers today. I actually did 2 harvests, so quite a lot of peppers.
Rocky's in the house.
Hey, Rocky.
What's up, Rocky?
So, Charles, you're not keeping track of weights of your peppers, are you?
I know.
Okay.
I'm doing good to keep track of how many peppers I'm getting from my my contest plans. So that's uh, that's hard for me as it is. To be honest, I'm only keeping track of really one contest.
With the talk to the dogs, I got my dogs to eat everything. I have my dog, but when I had my white dog and this pit bull, I got them to eat broccoli. I got them to eat arugula. I mean, I got them to eat anything. I just make it sound like a treat, and they get all excited.
Rocky's in the house. Hey, Rocky.
What's up, Rocky? And
And
Scott.
Scott Tippett's in the house. Hey, Scott.
Yeah, this other lady.
There's Joe.
This other lady that follows me on YouTube, she does nothing but videos with her pit bull. She was just amazed. She's like, "How did you get your dog to eat?" I forget what it was. Maybe it was Brussels sprouts. I got him to eat too. She was like, "How did you get him to eat that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just make anything sound like a treat, and they get all excited, and then they eat it. That's all you got to do."
Paula's in the house. Bear's in the house.
Hey, Paula.
Paula says, "Hey, everyone, just watched Rev's update video. I haven't watched it yet myself."
Aaron's in Fantasyland. So I don't know. I don't know what Aaron's. He's been on this trip for a couple hours now.
Do I want to ask what he's talking about?
You ask Aaron. Aaron will respond in the chat. Believe me. What's going on, Bear?
Nice. Dave's Frenchie loves hot peppers.
My Frenchie loves any kind of food. Period. Or what she's doing right now, sleeping.
Hey, you're talking about like the sub? My dog will eat the sub wrapper out of the garbage can if she can get her big head into there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Murphy was too small to get into the garbage can.
Yep. Here, Fiona.
Stevie's too small too, but her head just fits up over the garbage can. So if it's on the top, like if I fill the garbage to the top, she could like just grab it. But if it's down like 3 inches, nah, she can't get it.
She's snoring. She's 8, a little over 8 now. That's why she's got her little beard. So, yeah, that's Fiona.
Cute.
It looks like she could have some fun.
She's gonna go back to sleep.
Aaron says, "We have requested a special guest for Rev's show."
Yeah,
I won't ask.
they're a good dog. I like them, but they do have a lot of issues. So, but people got to take into account. No swimming. They're not tolerant of heat. A bunch of other things. So, no. Not the easiest of breeds. People like them because they're cute, but they're kind of like a Mogwai from Gremlins. You know, they have rules. You need to keep with it.
Don't get them wet. Don't feed them after midnight.
Don't let them out in the sunlight.
Were they allowed? No, they were allowed out in the sunlight, right? The gremlins weren't.
No?
No, they can't. They're bright light.
Oh, right.
That's how they killed them all in the theater in Gremlins 2. They broke the windows out.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's how you killed the gremlins. I forgot about the Mogwais. I thought they could go out.
No light. Just no bright light, or however he did it.
Yeah, it's like when they took the picture too. Same thing.
And then my other dog is a miniature Australian Shepherd. That one's just, if you can tolerate high energy constantly, it's a great dog. Smart, loves to play, do different things. Good. I mean, French Bulldog's a great dog too, but I'm just saying they're just totally different. So I went for polar opposites. One that likes to sleep and be a lap dog and be your best buddy. The other one wants to be your best buddy, but wants to play and do things and, you know, just kind of please you the whole time, because that's what those Aussies are trying to do.
I saw one of those today while I was cutting the grass. Lady walked by walking one.
Aussie?
Ever since you got one, or you've been on the live stream. I know you have one. They're everywhere, man. I see them all over. It's like when you buy a Ford and all of a sudden you notice everybody's driving that same Ford Ranger or whatever.
Yeah. So, I've been locked out of the house several times mowing the grass, and I left the patio door open, locked it, or I leave it open, and then they go and they open. He figures out to slide it open. He's out there doing whatever. I don't know. I know he's got out of his kennel, even though it's got. I don't know how the hell he did that, but he's figured it out somehow.
My dog's hilarious. Sometimes I'll like shut the door behind me as I'm walking through and it doesn't actually shut. And I'll like go out to the greenhouse or something and come back around and look, and the door will be, my pit bull will nudge the door open with her snout, but she doesn't go out. She just kind of stands there and looks out like, what's going on out there?
There's Mavi. Say hi. Hi.
Daddy, what are you doing to me?
I know, I was sleeping.
Nice. That's pretty cool, Bear. It's going to clear the shelters in SoCal.
So, those are both of my dogs, Maverick and Fiona. But one time I was going to get another Frenchie, a male Frenchie, and I was going to name him Shrek. I have Shrek and Fiona, but I opted Australian Shepherd miniature. Yeah, he's a tricolor.
He's very calm.
When he's sleeping.
When he's sleeping, which isn't going to be long because they'll be playing around right before long. So, yep. Like right now, they're probably going to start fighting with each other.
Find that toy that he forgot he had and make you throw it around.
Or a ball, yeah.
But it has to be the one that's under the couch or under the TV.
The most fun toy, the one you have to get up to get.
Yeah, well, he better bring it back to me. He will. You'll hear it. You'll hear the ball bouncing. He'll bring it.
Hang on. Full house there, Dave. It's got Boomer, BB, Boo Boo, Butters, and Bindi. You need another one and just call it Jeff. Couldn't remember what it was. Remember that from Dude, Where's My Car? Where all the Z people, they had like Z names. Zimzar, Zor, and Jeff.
Yeah.
That's how I named one of my ducks.
I used to have a duck. I used to have chickens. I have bearded dragons. I used to have turtles. Fish. I used to be really big into cichlids. I had like 100-gallon African cichlid tank.
I forget what kind I had, but I had a bunch of those too. I went into the store, I was going to buy piranha, and they were out. And I was like, dang. And they were like, well, what? You just want a mean fish or something? I'm like, yeah, I want something that'll tear apart another fish. And they were like, oh, here you go. And they took me over to a tank, and they were like a quarter of the price or something. So I was like, yeah, give me a whole school of them. Like, they were so mean, they even tore apart each other.
Oh, yeah. I had one, it was, let me think if I could think of the name, what the hell it kind of was. Oh, God, I forgot what kind it was. It was real pretty, though. It was blue and black. And I ordered all my fish online, so they ship them overnight because you get a better selection. So than the ones they have here, because most everybody for cichlids they have yellow labs. Everybody has a damn yellow lab. I mean, yellow labs are cool. I like them, but it just that's the most common cichlid you'll see in a lot of places. So, for African cichlids is a yellow lab.
I thought we went back to dogs.
It says a longer name for the last part of this Labra.
What's up, Weaves World? New name there.
So Eva says, hey, is Robsy doing Bambi? We haven't decided yet, Eva. We're still waiting to find out. There's Russ.
Hey.
It's a Labidochromis. That's the scientific name. Yeah, Julian's got it. Labidochromis. Yeah, so I had what else did I have? I had so many damn different kinds, but yeah, labs are really popular.
I think Dave said he hatched his first chick today. Congrats. That's awesome.
So Russ, you look like a biker today.
Still in my uniform. I just got out of work not too long ago.
What's up, Joe, Scott? Sorry, I was looking up Labidochromis. I forgot it's been a couple years since I had fish.
What's up, Rocky? What's on, Joe, Scott? Eber.
Eber says you look like Pony Boy.
Stay golden.
I love that movie.
The Outsiders?
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
classic.
Yeah, it was so good that they actually let us watch it in school.
Yep.
Or maybe it was summer school. I don't remember.
How's it going, Charles? Rob Z? Rev?
Man.
What's up,
So, Mr. Russ, are you looking at doing the Bambi challenge this fine day?
Yeah, I got mine. I just opened it right now. Thanks again, Rob. Lumberg, appreciate it. I got mine right here.
Hey, Russ. Did Joey tell you when he's sending out your sausage?
He either sent it out today or on Saturday. He said it was ready Saturday.
It was? Okay, then I must have misheard him. I thought he said it was going to be next Monday.
Oh, I don't know. I thought that's what he meant. I don't know, but maybe I misunderstood.
Anyway, I was just wondering because I talked to him today. So
Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood.
yeah, I don't know. I probably misheard him or whatever, but we'll see.
No rush, no rush.
He said he's had issues with his pepper supplier.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's looking for a special batch, put a lot of chocolate reapers in it.
For next Monday.
Said he wants to make sure there's plenty of oil.
That thing was mean looking. When you cut that thing open, like I instinctually was like, "Oh, I'm not doing that with you." I was waiting for Barbie to do the other half at the end.
Nah, she wasn't into that one. She saw it and was like, nope.
Yeah, she was too smart for that, man. She smelled that thing when you cut it open. Was like, "Oh." Did you see Scott in Everyday Canadian when he did the peanut brittle?
I did.
I love I even put it as my comment. My favorite part of that was like, she's like, "Oh my God, I can smell it. Stop breathing." I thought that was great.
Yeah,
I was waiting for the on me part, but she didn't. It was just stop breathing. And I thought that was the best comment.
Talking to him?
I'm hanging out with some of my buddies. What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Talking to him, Dad?
Yes, Eber, I love The Warriors. The Warriors is a really good movie.
Oh, yeah, I meant to come back to that quote. I've never seen that movie.
Oh man, I watch it at least once every few months.
Are you talking to him or are you not?
Yes. Thanks, Kelly. I got a purple straw today.
You got to see The Warriors, man. That's a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Who's in it?
There's several people that has been in a lot of movies. The guy who's in Commando, who was had the Porsche. He was also in so many movies. I just forget their names. But yeah, like I said, if you ever watch The Warriors and then you watch like Matrix 2 or 3, when what was the Matrix? What was Lawrence Fishburne's character called?
Morpheus.
Morpheus, yeah.
Yeah, Morpheus. When Morpheus gives a speech in Zion, sounds just like Cyrus at the park in Warriors. Just look at the comparison. It's like it's almost the same thing.
Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, all I can think of is Bob the Builder. My mom bought a Bob the Builder toy truck or something, and that's what it would say. You'd hit a button, it'd say, "Can we dig it? Yes, we can."
Yeah.
Yeah, Osiris is in the park trying to get the gangs of New York all united, and that was one of the things that he said in it
Yeah.
very shortly before they killed him. Yeah,
You're running it for Rev now. You're giving away the plot.
maybe I'm making the plot a little more interesting so he'll watch it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I've watched it since I was a kid. My uncle was fixated. He loved that movie.
No.
I've watched it. Watched it since I was young.
I think I actually have it on DVD, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I got it on DVD. I got the one where it has the editorial comment from the director and all that other stuff. They break it down.
Everyday Canadians in the house.
What's up, Scott?
Yeah, it was made in what, 79?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there, 78.
A lot
Yeah,
of those
late 70s,
movies,
early 80s.
yeah, a lot of those movies I never got around to seeing. Like, what the heck is the Taxi Driver? I didn't see that until I was like almost 30. I think that was like 76 or something like that. Rob, you're looking confused. You haven't seen it or you can't remember?
I think it was right in that general area, but you got to remember I was only like 10 years old at the time.
I wasn't even born then.
Well, I got you beat.
Let's see.
Yeah, I got that one, Charles.
What was that, Russ?
I have that same one that Charles has.
79.
The story's based on 300.
Yeah. The 79. That's when it was made. 79. Like we were saying.
There we go. Hey, Eber, I just never saw it. I own it. I have it on DVD. And I'm in the pain, said Jodie Foster. That's the name I was trying to remember. Jodie Foster when she was tiny. Well, not tiny, I guess. You know, underage, we'll put it.
She was.
The guy that shot Reagan was all infatuated with her.
Yep. It was, I almost said it was James Earl Jones. It wasn't him. It was that was Darth Vader. Oh, I can't remember his name. No, it wasn't Whitman. That was the guy in the tower. It's on the tip of my tongue. Hinckley Jr. But John Lee Hinckley Jr., I believe. Every time they have an assassin, they call him by 3 names.
Look at Batman's comment. I just watched the last part of Ellie Beats Moab Challenge. Holy, I'm scared.
Yeah, because him and Russ are going to do that soon, right? Moab Bar? Or the
Think
Crazy
so.
Timberland Bar?
I got a Moab over here.
The Moab.
See how that goes.
Yeah, I have no interest in doing one of those. Love chocolate and everything else, but the way I see everybody else reacting, forget it.
Yeah.
Eber says I should watch it. I have watched it, but I didn't watch it until I was like 30. There's a bunch of those movies like that that I just went back and watched. And other one. There's another one that everybody talked up so much. It's one of the greatest movies of all time and blah, blah, blah. And then I watched it. I'm like, like Taxi Driver. Like, even when I watched that, I was like all excited and stuff. I watched it and I'm like, didn't have to watch it, I guess. It was a good movie, but it wasn't like, you know, oh my God, I missed everything because I missed that movie.
Yeah.
Now, The Jerk, that's a different story. That's a great one.
Sorry, Batman, you can't cancel it. Nope. You got to go through with it.
Yeah, Scott, have fun with that one. I mean, Everyday Canadian, Satan's Toe. Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that one either. I did It's another extract. Wait, didn't they say 9,000 Scoville?
9 million.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
You have that stuff.
I did the Apocalypse Pop or whatever. It was a lollipop with some kind of extract in it. Ugh. Oh, he meant right. Eber meant the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it. I've made it this long. Now I watched Scarface. That one wasn't that bad. I think I only watched it once or twice though.
Yeah.
It was that bathroom scene with the chainsaw? It just started messing with my head.
Something to remember. Definitely, definitely a moment to remember that movie.
Yeah, I like the very end where he's got his big old machine gun and stuff. I mean, that part was cool, but just that part in the bathtub, as a viewer, I was feeling so vulnerable. It's like, oh my god, how many times could I have fallen into this kind of situation? And long answer is probably never. But still, I was that into the movie that I was like, oh my god.
Right.
What would I do? I'd just be mentally projecting to the dude outside in the car that's not coming in to help me.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of Al Pacino movies. I mean, I really like Al Pacino movies.
Devil's Advocate, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
That'll give you Keanu Reeves. That'll give you oh man, I'm blanking on her name. I love that chick. She's always blonde, but in that movie she was brunette, and she looked awesome as a brunette. Still blanking on her name. What's up?
Charlize Theron.
Yeah. I was gonna say the chick from South Africa. Yeah, she was on Hot Ones.
Godfathers, except for the third one. I didn't care for the third one that much.
Oh, Batman says he's going to try to beat Johnny Scoville at 6 minutes on the Moab bar.
I'm rooting for you, Batman.
I am too. I can tell you one thing, I cannot do that.
Yeah, if you do it, man, as soon as you do that, beat that record, take a big shot of Serpent's Head vodka to wash it down.
He's going to take that down to like the kitchen and hide it in the cupboard or something. Just so we can't be like, hey, isn't that right behind you?
So Blumberg,
yes,
it went from that spot area to by the time I got back at 5, it was pretty much all done as far as ripening. So a spot this morning at 9 to ripened at like within 8 hours.
that's pretty impressive.
So I picked it already. I did another harvest. So
Yeah, I noticed that you posted a second harvest today.
yeah,
I forgot to do my first harvest today because as soon as I got up, there was this guy that was here to do all this trimming along the creek. There's all these bushes and trees and stuff that were grown up, and so I spent the whole day working on that.
yeah.
Exhausted from it. By the time I finally finished, I looked at my plants and I was like, yeah, I think I'll wait until tomorrow because it's like a chore to pick as many peppers as I have ripe right now.
Yeah, I sorted all mine in those handy dandy little trays, and just gonna order the freeze. Finally ordered my freezer today, so I can keep extra stuff. So I should get that Thursday. So,
That's good.
yeah, I'll have more storing capabilities for all these peppers.
But like a chest freezer?
No, upright. I don't like the chest.
I like the chest freezers for some reason. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
but I like to see how I have a lot of them in my refrigerator freezer now. I don't like digging through bags. If you could just lay them all on shelves and have them how you want them, and just they're all on shelves or inside shelves on the doors.
Yeah, I'm a hoarder, so I like clutter. So the chest freezer would be better. You just dump your stuff in there and just keep dumping more on top. You don't realize what's on the bottom. All works out in the end.
Yeah. Hey, Chris. Chris, how's it going? I gotta get Maverick's wine because he somehow knocked 7 balls underneath the entertainment center again. All
And
right.
Chris, that was a funny comment too.
Hey, Chris.
So, Mr. Rob, what brings you? Forget it. Hi.
Hi, Rob.
Batman, I don't believe that. I believe that it's still there. And I believe if I got you on right now, you would not even realize that it's still in the background and we could call you out on it. But then we don't want you to do a shot of it. Well, what am I saying? Yeah, we do. Right, Russ? We want to see him do another shot of that serpent's head. Gets worse every time he does it.
As long as we all take one.
No.
See, again, that would be cool if you could, like, and we might be able to do it in like 30, 40 years. If you could, like, actually have Batman Serpent's Head vodka, pour a shot, and just digitally transfer it over to Russ. That would be pretty wicked.
Oh.
Can you imagine if you could do that? You'd, like, there'd always be one guy that's like, man, like, you forgot to give me back my shot glass, or, you know, whatever the case may be.
I'm gonna do what you're doing.
Okay.
And like I was showing y'all earlier, I found this. This is interesting.
I'm talking to my bros. And now,
Yeah, that was,
when Yoshi tell me,
Tapatio popcorn.
when Yoshi tell me,
Okay.
that was a new bro in their bed.
So looking forward to trying that.
And,
I'll try some a little bit later.
and Chris,
I'm going to do that while y'all are doing the Bambi challenge. So I'm going to be eating Tapatio popcorn.
wants to know what's the best vodka to put your hot peppers in. I'll speak for Batman and say Tito's.
I would say your favorite vodka.
The
I would
cheap-
say whatever you put any kind of hot pepper in, I would say cheap. Because you don't want to do the most expensive, the best brand of whatever.
Belvedere. You don't want to do a bottle of Belvedere Chopin. Not with a hot pepper. You take away the
Grey
great
Goose.
taste of it. Yeah.
Actually, that was Kang's Star advice, because somebody asked him in the PLC what liquor to put your peppers in. He said something cheap.
Old Barton.
Yeah, which I agree, because I mean, if it's cheap and it might taste kind of iffy, well, hey, throw some peppers in there, change the taste up.
yeah, I've used cheap stuff for peppers before, and it comes out tasting like pepper. You don't even taste any of the like actual flavor, anyways.
Yeah. Ever said some good old White Lightning.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's something that I haven't tried yet, but I will try that eventually. Because
Yeah.
I want these good white lightning.
Oh, I've had and I've seen it marketed too, so I know that's out there. But this was a guy I know that. Well, here, this is how redneck he is. He likes to go to NASCAR. He went to like all of them, and but he would always have apple pie moonshine. And you took a drink of it, and it tasted exactly like apple pie, cinnamon, apple, everything, like a little hint of the crust, even.
Yeah, Scott, they have a lot of spiced beers already. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's something that's cool to do. You can do it on your own. That's great.
Oh, and Scott said I should make spiced beer. What do you guys think? Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I don't make the entire batch like that if you can, or maybe make one batch like that and then a batch of regular, but absolutely, you're talking to a bunch of pepperheads. Absolutely.
Everyday Canadian says Reaper and Skull vodka would look pretty cool. I think it would too. I've got a couple empty 750 ml bottles of the Skull vodka here. They're right on the shelf over there.
Yeah.
That would look cool with vodka in it and then turned red
Yeah.
or yellow.
I'm into pain as a ghost.
it'll turn red.
Was that?
But so if you put enough there, it'll turn red.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but put in something in it and it'll turn red.
If you put enough, it'll turn red.
Okay.
Am I still breaking up?
Yep.
I'm into pain.
It wasn't bad earlier, but it's gotten worse.
Yeah, it's because I didn't start Wi-Fi. I'll be back.
And I mean, Independent said East Coast, baby, all kinds of lightning. That's why I've tried it. I'm on the East Coast too.
You should be talking about the storms in the northwest or northeast.
Actually, if I am correct, I believe there's only one more spot that's more east than where I live, and that would be where my cousin lives on Nantucket. I believe that sticks out in the ocean farther than we do.
Let me put the thing. Okay. But is there something
You
else?
said you make pruno? Is that how you pronounce it? Is that like the West Coast alternative of moonshine?
Okay, let me. I get it.
He's trying to set up his stand like I have mine.
Man, Chris is hitting it out of the park, left and right.
Or something.
Oh,
Prison wine.
prison wine.
Prison wine. Ooh.
Okay, got it.
So are we going to do this thing tonight, or are we holding off on it, or what's the plan?
What do you think, Rob?
I do not know at this point in time. I'm trying to find out.
I'm saying go for it.
I'm ready. Is anybody else joining?
No, Julian wants to do it on Friday.
Oh, look at that pretty puppy.
And it says I got to learn how to make that without having to do time. I got news for you. There's YouTube videos on how to make it.
Yeah, and I didn't watch any of those, but for some reason I watched something and they taught you exactly how to make it, and I don't think you want to do it that way.
Number 10.
It was something about a garbage bag, a bunch of fruit, letting it ferment. You like sleep on it so your body heat will like make it ferment faster and stuff. And where the heck did I even hear that from? Oh, got to be a podcast.
And then what think.
Oh, that's what it was. It was I think it was Ali Sadiq talking with Ari Shafir, I think. Chris Garden wants to know who plays Xbox One
Daddy's bro.
and plays GTA 5. I play GTA 5, but I've got it for PlayStation 3, and my TV's broken. So technically I don't have anything.
That X means going back to work.
Okay.
Yes, Scott's very correct. Wine is basically rotten fruit and yeast. But it smells and the way you make it is a lot nicer than the way I've heard prison hooch being made.
Okay.
If Rob's smelling his, I got.
Oh. Anybody's calling me?
So I take this as a yes.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's been decided yet.
They're not answering me. Maybe my guys are still asleep.
Maybe. You might be sleeping.
They're not answering me. They're not answering me, Dad. They're sleeping.
I made wine once, and it was like a bomb that one off. Put an oxidizer one or on it. Yeah, gotta let the CO2 out.
My sister made wine once. It was pretty good.
My wife got me the Project Scorpio edition. Oh, had it since pre-order. Okay.
you have a new toy?
Talking about video games yet?
Do you have a new dog? Do you have a new picnic basket?
I'll try that. Pineapple beer named Tapachi.
Do you have a new toy?
Pache Yum.
Or is it?
Oh, that's the full name?
Yeah, that's what it says on there. Oh, or just Tapache and then Yum. Oh, I got you.
That's the way I took it, but I don't know. It's capitalized, so maybe it is all one word or all the name. Yeah, what did I have? The mango. What would you, Charles? I can't remember what the heck it was. Blue Moon. The mango Blue Moon. That stuff was really good.
I haven't had Blue Moon in so long. What's up, Paco?
Yeah, but I think it was Batman I was telling too that he said you can't drink more than like 2 or 3, and I only had 1, so I'll take his word on it.
Any of the wheat ales like that, especially when you go and start putting oranges in, or what are you doing?
Just
All
doing
that,
dog stuff over here. Pay no mind.
I guess so. He's reconstructing his beds and all this other stuff. All that acid and stuff from the orange juice, for the orange and stuff, it's just it doesn't work out so well sometimes. I know. I mean, I found out my limit of one time I went at like 11 pints of Shock Top, and that was too much with all those oranges.
I
So
don't think I've ever had a Shock Top.
it's pretty much a Blue Moon that's already got the coriander and orange and stuff in it, but you can add extra oranges.
That's the one thing I like about those wheat beers. Just like with a Corona, you add a lime. With the wheat beers, it always comes with like an orange slice.
Yeah.
Well, unless you buy it at the grocery store, then you have to provide your own orange slice.
That was a while ago, though. I've kind of become more and more snobbish on my drinking. So I don't really go that direction anymore.
What's up, Paco?
You want a piece? I'll give you a piece. Fine. Here.
I don't think that's going to upset them because that's informative stuff. People do homebrewing all the time.
I've seen many videos on YouTube of people making beer. JT Bear made mead.
Yeah, so.
JT Bear made mead and then came on this live stream and drank it with us.
Well, you can find videos on how to make moonshine where they walk you through it step by step by step.
Yeah.
They don't get taken down.
Yeah.
Oh, I was following someone. I don't think I've seen their channel for a while, but they actually got sent a moonshine still. And I can't remember what they wanted to use it for. It wasn't for moonshine. It was for something else. And they actually, I think whoever sold it to him or whatever, he had to sign an agreement that he would not use it to make moonshine, that he would only do whatever homesteading, prepping thing that he was going to do with it. And he was like,
water distillation.
yeah, I think he was making corn alcohol or alcohol out of corn or something like that to like for fuel, or I can't even remember who that was. That was like 5 years ago. I just thought it was weird that he had to sign some agreement saying that he wouldn't make moonshine. Like, making moonshine, I believe, is still illegal almost everywhere. So who cares if you do or not? You know, like, it's on you if you do it, right? I wouldn't think like the company would be to blame. But it was a stainless steel, or still, it was a stainless steel still. That it all came in a flat package, and you had to actually like mold it and like put it all together. And I don't think you had to weld it. I think it had some kind of way to hold it together, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, lay down, dog.
Is it better now?
Yep.
I have to restart the Wi-Fi. I swear that makes sense.
Maybe it's not so much better, at least at my end.
Is it better now?
Yep.
That statement was perfect.
Okay.
Man, I was watching Kyle's video, and that image that he had on that video is clear.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like he was like doing the challenge, and it was like so clear.
Like really good HD.
Oh, it's superb. And on top of that, he's in Hawaii. Again, he's in Hawaii.
That's where you want your clear video. Me over here in the swamps? Not so much. Are those mosquitoes buzzing around that guy?
So, y'all are gonna do the challenge?
Well, Russ isn't here.
No. Yeah.
So, Mr. Rob.
Yeah.
Jalapeno's here in the house, and he's kind of jealous that I get to do this, and is wondering if I could split this with him.
Do what?
If I could split this with him.
You can do whatever you want. I mean, honestly, for you and your belly's sake, that might not be the worst idea.
Put him on video too.
Hang on a second, I'll be right back.
And then go get one of those Primos or something that I sent you. Top down. Yeah.
That Jay's Peach Goes Scorpion. or that Boot Orange or the
Yeah, Boot Orange Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Or
Red
BBM.
It's very, very, very. The two of
Which is
them
funny
are very,
because
very,
they're
very,
gonna do
very,
a Boot Orange
very,
Copenhagen cross with pineapple.
Yeah.
Put chili in there.
You know what, guys? I might have to jump out of this one, man. My son wants to hang out, and I might have to put a hold on this.
With a really hot pickle.
Okay.
Chili inside those pickles.
All right.
Oh, it's not like, oh, green Yoshi. It's not like I don't want to eat those pickles. They're very, 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 very too hot. I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat those pickles. I don't want to eat them.
Talking about them Reaper pickles.
I haven't. Oh, the ones you made.
I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat those two pickles. They're too hot.
Yeah, he's
No,
seen
I
them.
don't want to eat them. But I had to.
I wonder if they're gonna make like mainstream Reaper pickles.
Some of my water.
Yeah, they could. I mean, but I know down here they have those Mikey V's Carolina Reaper pickles. So those are, I know they're all at the hot sauce event and stuff around here.
Those pickles were too hot.
One of the interesting things I saw today posted to DLC was somebody had posted a picture of, I think it was jalapeno, habanero, and Reaper paste. It was like little squeeze tubes of like pepper paste.
Oh, from Aldi. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wonder if it's actually like Reapers and Reaper paste, and I wonder if it's like pureed peppers or if there's much other ingredients or how that works.
It's got to be a bunch of other ingredients too.
Yeah.
I would imagine so too. I can't imagine that they would just like have that many Reapers to be able to market like Reaper paste.
Yeah.
And you imagine you open up the end of it and you start squeezing it out, and it looks like a Reaper relish.
I mean, that's cool. I was like thinking that would be awesome for like a lot of different things.
So, Rob, in your container, Sterilite container, can you pull out all the numbers and do the challenge again?
I mean, I could, but it's a lot of like not full pieces. I mean, I've got some pieces that are like decent and some, but that's like the biggest one I have for my level 3. But I have multiple little pieces. The number 4 I for sure have.
That's good.
Yeah, Eber, Mount Olive pickles are awesome. I get those all the time.
My number 1 do. Why is that what I'm being summoned to do?
Well, I mean, at least everybody have a challenge in front of them, except me. But I'm gonna eat popcorn.
Charles is over there doing the straw challenge right now.
Watching the popcorn.
Charles's challenge popcorn.
No, I'm just gonna eat popcorn while I watch y'all eat. That's pretty much the challenge for me. I'll put that little emoticon thing by a message to you while I'm doing it.
I can't remember the last time I had Tapatio, but it wasn't hot, and that was before I actually got into anything hot.
Yeah, Tapatio is not hot, but it tastes good.
Yes.
It's kind of like Red Hot or Texas Pete or any of that stuff. That stuff is not hot at all.
Nope, but it's good. That's my favorite Doritos. Tapatio.
Okay, Everyday Canadian says I ordered the Saints to 9 million Scoville. I'm wondering why.
Why not? It's a challenge.
9 million Scoville is no.
Yeah, but it's just a lollipop.
Because last time I heard Satan's Toe, it wasn't the lollipop. It was the jar of extract.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's like in a shape of a toe. Satan's blood. That's the extract that I heard of.
Okay, Everyday Canadian, which is it? Is it a sucker, lollipop? Satan's blood is extract, okay.
Same toe as the lollipop, same blood is $137 a bottle.
Gee.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh man. Imagine how many Bambi challenges you could get out of that.
They do that. If you ever watch Brian Ames, that was the hot sauce they put in their hot wings at that restaurant in Las Vegas. That is the hottest hot wing.
Okay, so Satan's Toe is a lollipop. All right, my mistake. Did a teaspoon, almost died, I
Why
swear.
would you do a teaspoon? Oh, let me guess. YouTube.
Challenge.
It's the only reason to do a teaspoon of Satan's blood. I did a tablespoon of Allegheny City Farms. Not really on purpose, but it was for YouTube. It wasn't on purpose, but I did. The rule was to take the teaspoon, hold it in your mouth for, I forget, 20 seconds or something, and then you could swallow and not eat or drink anything for like 5 minutes, or I forget what it was, 3 minutes. But I screwed it up. So I did one and just immediately swallowed. So I had to do another one, but immediately swallowed. And on a third one, I actually held it and did the actual challenge. But technically, full tablespoon.
This popcorn is really tasty.
All right. Rev, are you ready?
Ready as I'm gonna be, I guess.
I'm almost ready. I could, I guess, do it since Charles suggested that.
I'll do the time.
We'll just do that. Oh man, we should have did that Saturday night too. That would have been great. Blumberg does the Bambi challenge with Blumberg does it.
And I honestly thought about doing it like every night that somebody did it, just like for moral
You
support.
should have, man. That would have been so great. You do it with Brando, you do it on Talk Time, you do it on Meetups.
Yeah, I regret that. I should have.
That man finds out that you secretly sent him some, then you go ahead and go on his live stream and do it with him.
And Batman, don't freak out. I did not send you any. Rev's like full of it. So
I
don't
was
even.
just trying to see if he was still in the chat.
It's 2:30, correct, Rob?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm trying to like put together pieces that can equal out to be.
They're pretty big pieces, man. It might take me that
Yeah.
long just to chew this up.
I couldn't do it.
They're
I
like,
showed mine earlier on the video, but I already cut the first piece in half, so
I'm glad he didn't send me the challenge.
This is Paul.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Paul.
It'd take me half that time just to get the damn thing out.
Okay. Didn't know if the mic game was up.
It is.
Get a good piece for my number 4.
Chat went silent, man. They're waiting for Batman to come in.
Either that or they're waiting for one of us to get overly burned up, and it isn't going to be you.
Well, they just want to hear me smack on popcorn.
Hey, if I have twice the tolerance of you, then shouldn't we get the same kind of screwed up?
I think I put together a decent amount. There's my number 1, and there's my number 2. There's my number 3, my number 4, which I'll actually add another little piece to that number 4, just cause. I like the number 4 a lot.
Julian.
Make it a nice like coated chunk to put in there.
Do more what? I am into pain. I only have 4.
Hopefully you can see him better now.
It's Rob's doing half.
Well, Paul's doing the other half. He wanted to join in.
Oh, I missed the
Now
first.
my number 4. You can't even close the bag for my number 4.
That's a good thing. All right, are we ready?
Remember, you should drink something now before you can't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In that case, I will be right back.
It's not a bad idea.
If it's any consultation, Rob, my dog really liked the way the envelope smelled.
Awesome.
I believe it. I really like the way the envelope smelled.
One thing I will say about this challenge is it doesn't. It's not like as mouth drying as other challenges because jerky makes you like naturally just want to salivate. So it kind of hydrates you as you eat it. It's not so bad going without the drink. You're of course going to have that like want to drink something to like try and wash away some of the pain, but the jerky itself doesn't dry your mouth out so bad.
Right, just for clarification, I haven't seen this challenge before. What are the rules that we will be facing for this?
Okay, let me pull it up real quick and I can read it off.
You got 2.5 minutes in between each window.
And then 5 minutes after the last one.
That pretty much sums it up.
No eating or drinking anytime during the challenge
I'll
until 5
read it.
minutes are up.
So it's like the Death Nuts challenge, just beef jerky.
Yeah, no eating or drinking anything else during the challenge until after the time is up. Each level is a progressively hotter piece of venison jerky, handcrafted to set the mouth ablaze. When you're ready, set your timer to 2.5 minutes to complete each level, and after you've eaten the last piece, set your timer to 5 minutes. After 5 minutes is up, you may eat or drink anything you want. And level 1 is made with Cuesta. Level 2 is West Virginia Sunrise and Brando Spice. Level 3 is Chocolate Caramel with Cuesta and Super Hot Mix. And number 4 is Crimson Blaze Chocolate Caramel and Super Hot Mix.
I've never had the chocolate caramel. I've never had Brando Spice. But I think I've had all the others.
Cool.
I don't think I've had the super hot mix myself. Or
That's,
I think I've had Brando Spice. I think I have some sitting here actually.
The Super Hot Mix,
Yeah,
I don't know if I sent you that or not, Rob. And I honestly may not have because I didn't know if you would be interested in that. But
And
I will this year.
Rob Blumberg. Also, you forgot to mention the other part of the rule. Did you read the last set of rules?
What
Oh.
last set of rules?
Where it says if the participant in the panel is eating the Bambi challenge and splits it with someone else, they have to go back to the previous challenge they did, which would be the remainder of the Death Nuts window 4 and 5 and eat.
I remember that part. It was in that Google Plus post.
Yeah, I forgot. You have to get last time. Really, really a lot of order.
So do you still want to share with Paul or not?
I'm still gonna share, but those death nuts are just staying right where they are.
You know, I one neat thing, Rob. I said, oh, I wasn't live last night. I guess I said it to Blumberg when we weren't live. I go with Charles's theory about it, and that is he thinks that the actual death nut is number 3, which I kind of agree with him because 4 and 5 were not bad. 1 and 2 were not bad at all. Number 3 was probably the hottest one out of all. Now, I'm not saying you should, but that would be kind of interesting to see you in the future sometime just do 4 and 5. And that would be funny as heck if they were like nothing to you. If you just try them and you're like, well, wait, that wasn't that bad. Because seriously, I mean, I've done the Death Nuts twice. I don't think any of them are really that bad. But out of all of them, I think 3 is probably the worst. I don't dislike it as much as Charles. He hates that one, but
I hate the sensation of me closing off my airway with the powder. That's what I hate. It wasn't hot. It was the sensation of my airways being closed off with all that powder in the back.
Oh, we got Susie.
Chewing on a mouthful of powder paste isn't too enjoyable either.
This popcorn is though.
I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I don't know. I was all excited because I really like peanuts, and under that powder was actual peanuts. I'm lame.
Charles, if I were you, what I would do is I'd take some of that popcorn and put it in the Ziploc bag and then dust it with some type of pepper powder and shake it up. Not for any challenge, just for your own pleasure, but that's what I would do to add a little heat to it.
Well, if I was going to do that, I would just get the regular skinny popcorn and then shake it in the bag and not waste the tapatio that's on this one.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be wasting it. You'd just be adding heat to the already good flavor.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
And you start the timer as soon as y'all get through eating, right?
I think you started at the beginning. Like when everybody's ready to eat it is when you start the timer.
Okay.
Let me open mine up and get my number 1 out.
I think I'm going to spend more time getting mine out of the wrapper than I am. No, I'll spend more time chewing.
I saw some people, I think, like piled, and I think Rocky did last night too, just cut the Ziploc part off the top of the bag when he was like going through each one.
Or Brando, he just ripped the Ziploc part right off of it.
Yeah.
That's my number 1. It's a little bigger because it's got a couple holes in it. That's the most solid piece I have for number 1.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa's in the house.
Yep. I didn't know she was from Houston.
And Brian. What's up, Brian?
I didn't realize that until I looked at her page closer. I'm starting to do that now.
All right. Well, are we ready?
Yeah, about to hit this Bambi challenge. And for those new people that just showed up, 4 progressively hotter pieces of jerky, 2.5 minutes in between, 5 minutes at the end. No eating anything, and if you're sharing yours, you got to do the last 2 windows of the Death Nuts.
No.
Oh, and if that'll show up, that's how coded mine is.
Yeah.
That's all La Cuesta. Brought to
Are
you
we
by
ready?
Grown at Home and WV.
I'm ready. Cheers.
I swear mine's
Please
not
go.
breaking. Oh man, they're taking bets in the chat.
I was dreading this a little bit coming into this because I haven't eaten anything like seriously hot in like the last 2 or 3 weeks. So I can already tell my tolerance is a little low right now.
Mine too. I've only had ghost pepper pickles.
I never eat spicy stuff.
I got a minute and 30 seconds left.
I guarantee I have that much more chewing to do.
That's why I didn't put any rules for you have to chew it for so long, because jerky is something that can vary. So I felt it wasn't fair to put a time on how long you have to chew it.
I'm starting to get like flashbacks to when I did that Trinidad Scorpion live stream. Holy cow.
How was it, Rob?
Pretty hot.
That's the Cuesta.
It's got a nice, unique flavor to it.
How much time do I have, Charles?
About 43 seconds.
Wow, can't believe I chewed it all up in that little amount of time. Sorry, Rob, good.
Yeah, it's good flavor to it. It's a little bit on the tougher jerky side, but you know that's what you expect from jerky. But nice and warm.
Susie, Rob did do the death nuts.
And failed.
You got 12 seconds.
Oh, he gives me the bigger half.
I just broke it.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done.
I'm getting my other number 2 out.
All right.
For my number 2, I struck pieces to make a piece.
Are y'all started already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, y'all quick.
Well, you said 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I thought I didn't hear you. I was smacking on popcorn. 3 seconds isn't going to tell you. You'll be all right.
Wait, Charles, I thought we weren't allowed to eat anything else during the challenge.
You're not doing the challenge.
Oh,
I completed it, sir.
my bad.
What's up, Nate?
What's up, Joe? That's a good pepper. Gangster Red and Little Bastard.
And Susie, yeah, that's why he failed. He stopped at 3.
What's up, Mustache, JDS? I think Rev said hello to Lisa, Barnyard Chicken, Susie. What else we got? Paul, girlfriend.
What's up, everyone that I missed?
Howdy. Just eating hot jerky.
I feel a little bit of sweat starting to come in.
Yeah, I got a tear that kind of wants to fall, but it's just sitting in my eye, kind of make me look like a little girl. If it fell, nobody would notice, but right now it looks like I'm breaking up with my girl. But.
It's one of those tearjerker moments.
It's been there since the La Cuesta.
I'm just getting like a lot of sweat starting to beat across the top of my face right now.
I just think that's half of it.
I just have like my jaw muscles are feeling like I'm doing a workout.
Yeah.
Well, number 2 was definitely a little bit more tender than number 1. Again, it was good flavor. So, Rob, you did a good mix with the flavors on it. It had a really nice flavor to it. Heat on this one doesn't seem as much as the first one, though, for some reason.
And
This one doesn't seem as hot as the first one to me.
Very much
that was what, West Virginia Sunrise, and what was the other one?
Brando Spice.
Okay.
I said the same thing, Rob.
Yeah, this one isn't nearly as hot as number 1.
All right. It's
They
done.
should have been switched, in my opinion.
So whenever
My
you,
number one, I put way too much on there though.
Okay.
Oh, this one seems nice and tender.
y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Countdown.
While we're chewing, Rob, tell everybody which one's in this one.
This one has chocolate caramel.
You didn't say go, Rev.
Well, no, you can go. I'll catch up. This one has chocolate caramel, La Cuesta, and super hot mix.
Hey, my tear went away. It didn't fall.
Honestly, didn't think that one was as bad as the last one. I'm not really getting a whole lot of heat out of that. It's a good flavor though.
Oh, what's up, JDS? Didn't see you in the chat. And I don't think I said hi to Paul. Sorry, chewing.
Is number 3 a creeper?
A little got chocolate pod.
What's up, Eric? Bernie.
Hey, Eric. Yeah, it might have evaporated.
My number 4 is look. I picked out some pretty angry looking pieces for my number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with me. I hit tears back.
Got a minute.
And Kelly, it's usually more mind over matter until it becomes your stomach tells you it's not.
Unless there's a brain strain.
My stomach told me I could not. Oh, almost kind of salty. Like this is the point where you would want to drink just to, counteract the saltiness flavor.
Was there a little extra Worcestershire in number 3? Because yeah, I agree. That's a nice salty undertone to it.
They all have the same marinade.
Huh. Well, maybe that's got a little bit because there was a salty undertone to it, and again, another nice flavor to it. Little more tender than the previous one too. So.
And it was all made like as one batch. Like there were just multiple trays of like each level. So I mean, and it varies when you make jerky. Some pieces come out more tender than others. It also depends on the thickness of the cut and everything. So
yeah, the amount of fat that's in that individual piece too, and
yeah, it's hard to keep it like perfectly even.
Yeah, I have one of those meat slicers too.
So this last one is 5 minutes, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to know what the
And
chat's
this last
talking about. They're talking about a beaver challenge going on there in the chat, and it's all the Canadians that are talking about that.
the last one is Crimson Blaze, chocolate caramel, and super hot mix.
Hey, give me 1 second.
If I might interject for a moment, I'm starting to actually feel some really intense tingling across my face, and it's very peculiar because I didn't get the sensation that the jerky had been very hot, but it's acting like I had just eaten like a scorpion or something like that.
I'm just getting my mouth kind of burns a little bit, but every time I talk or breathe out of my mouth, it burns like twice as hot. Which is funny. I kind of made a joke about it and laughed, which made me laugh, blow more hair out. Wait, is he yelling at his dog? Are we failing the challenge because he's trying to retrieve toys for Maverick?
No, I'm doing
Then?
I'm doing alligator. I'm gonna start. You already eat it?
No, are we supposed to?
No, have you ate it yet?
No,
Not yet.
Okay, no, okay, cool. So I'm doing Allegheny
No.
City Farms.
Oh, that's the Harvest Edition too, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm doing that with y'all. So this is the last one. So at least I do something besides popcorn. All right, ready?
That stuff's really hot, by the way. Twice as hot as the regular stuff.
ready?
Ready?
I will, Anna. Don't you worry about that, Anna. I'll finish this.
Yep.
One more, Rob.
Did you say go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Beaver jerky. Scott's going to start a new jerky challenge.
That's right, Hick.
That stuff's hot, isn't it, Charles? Me and
Never said
Dave
it.
did a spoonful of that on the live stream.
Never said it wasn't.
That piece is definitely hotter.
Holy crap. Oh, man.
I think Charles is portraying what Paul is feeling.
Well, the harvest edition is hot. That's one hot sauce. Yeah, this tablespoon of Allegheny City Farms is probably twice as hot as that number 4 jerky.
I'm feeling you, though, Charles. Your tolerance is probably higher than mine right now, but I think I know exactly what you're feeling.
It's hot.
I'm still chewing.
Okay. Whatever was in that one, I do not like the flavor of that one.
Crimson Blaze.
That's the Crimson Blaze?
Yep.
Crimson Blaze, chocolate caramel, and super hot mix.
No, it's the chocolate for a chocolate bootla.
Yeah, it's just chocolate and caramel colored pods. I don't know what's in the blend, but I'm sure has chocolate bootlas in there.
I think for me, it's that bootla kind of flavor that's given it. It's that really dark kind of. You all know what I'm talking about.
I think mine is all these damn peppers that you put in there. Ghost, Scorpion, 7-Pot Primos, Nagas, Carolina Reapers.
But that's fermented, right?
Yeah. Sure is Pittsburgh style.
Yeah, so
Right
JT
off the
just
heat.
joined us. That stuff that Charles, he just did a spoonful of the Allegheny City Farms. Wait, I got to pause and go back. It's pronounced Allegheny City Farms hot sauce. He got the Harvest Edition, which is like twice as hot. He just did a spoonful of that. And we just did the Bambi challenge.
How's the heat,
Here we
Rob?
go. I'm gonna go wash my hands.
No, it's not. If I can't get up and go wash my hands, you can't get up and go wash your hands. You might drink something. You gotta
That's
wait for the full 5 minutes.
That's why you should have brought some wipes.
Which, by the way, drinking almost, well, maybe drinking anything else will just move the oils around in your mouth.
I've eaten peppers that have made my face tingle, but I've never eaten jerky that has made the end of my nose like vibrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that from Tom Mata too.
90% of peppers. Ouch. What's up, Brando?
What's up, Brando?
What's our time look like?
Death will be. The death clock says 14 seconds left, sir.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Almost 5 minutes to chew that last piece.
Kate, I'm pretty sure I need to try the death nuts at that point just for that comment.
Well, I think that you need to do it right now, sir. I know Rob's got it right behind him. You need to
Wait,
get
was that 2.5 minutes or was that 5?
5.
Oh.
So yes, Rob, go pull window 4 and 5 and let Paul do it right now. Just at least one. Come on, I mean, what are they gonna do? Just sit in there the whole time? At least we get to see Paul suffer.
That's up to you, Rob. You've kind of talked about the trophy.
His girlfriend's watching, so he should do an awesome show for her at least.
All right. In the moment, I'm just gonna go wash my hands real quick.
No.
It's fine. The 5 minutes is up. He can drink it or do anything he wants.
Yeah,
I heard he won.
that was fun.
I
Speaking
get
of-
the feeling I'm
we
gonna
might
drop
be
my eye
drinking.
during this, so
But yes, the Allegheny City Farms Harvest Edition is a pretty warm sauce. It's up there definitely.
I'm going to go ahead and say the Bambi challenge is hotter than the Death Nuts.
I don't know about that, but it's hot.
Well, for me, like I said, the thing with the Death Nuts is the powder just get into a mush and get into your throat.
Okay, I need an opinion. Sorry, Charles, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Are you finished?
Damn you, Rob! Stop interrupting. I'm never sending you anymore.
I'm sorry.
That's it. I'm quitting this stream. Bye.
Bye.
sorry.
I'll try to get back with you within a day or two. Bye.
All right. He wants to try window number 4. There's 3 nuts in it. Does he need to do all 3?
Why didn't he do 4 and 5?
He
Huh?
can do whatever he wants, but once you open it, they're going to go stale. So
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm not going to
You
eat
need to
that.
split it with him
No.
that's a good idea.
because I want to see if I want to see what
No.
my
Hey,
theory is right.
Finish it. They're saying the third one was the worst. Now you can have bragging rights and
Now-
say you finished it.
If I open this,
I'm willing to
You're
bet
eating
the
all
chat
3
will
of
go
them.
with me on this one. If he did
I'm
the
shutting
Bambi
my mouth.
challenge and then he joins in and does the rest of the Death Nuts, that means he completed both challenges, right? Because I'm
yeah,
going to go
but
with
number
yes.
5 is one big clump. I can't split number 5.
Sure you can. You got a knife.
Yeah,
There's
you got a blade. You opened those boxes today and those envelopes today with a knife.
Are we doing this, Rob?
Hell yes.
maybe.
This
Hey.
is what we call an endorphin rush. This is the
Oh.
weird things you'll do after you like get an endorphin rush.
Paul, are you a key holder at the shop?
Not the key holders that you're thinking. I have the case keys, but I don't have the front door keys.
Okay, so is someone going to be there tomorrow to open the store?
No, that's just it. I'm the only one who's capable of opening the store at this point in time.
I mean, if absolutely necessary, we get off early from work tomorrow, so if he's going to open at noon, he could just give me the keys, but
You got a couch at the shop.
I'll eat 1, you eat 2.
that's fair enough. You have gloves.
You ain't getting gloves. Okay, so here's 1. He gets the other 2. This is window number 4.
Oh, God. Thank you to my girlfriend Anna, who made me eat 2 vegetarian burgers before this so I didn't die.
I didn't need to hear that. And now we're in presentation mode. So now you got to do it.
Yes, there's no going back now. Thank you, Rev, for making this moment happen.
I gotcha.
Hashtag blame Rev.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll take
So
the
I guess
blame.
you guys should follow the rules of chew for 30 seconds and then wait for, 2 minutes in between?
90 to 180 seconds.
Let's just do 90 seconds and get it over with.
Now wait, if we're going to do that, then I better cut out number 5, because number 5 is just 1 chunk.
All right, so what am I setting the timer to?
No, you set it for 30 at first.
Well,
When
actually,
it
just
goes
do
off,
2
that's what we
minutes.
can swallow.
Do 2 minutes, and then at 30 seconds, say time's up.
Okay. So I'll do that. So you give me the word, and we're ready to go.
It's 2 minutes for the first one and then 5 minutes and 30 seconds for the second one.
Yeah, because we get 30 seconds to chew. Well,
And
that's
then-
a nice sentiment, Aaron. Thank you.
So we're going 2:30 or 2 minutes?
30 seconds. Set it for 2 minutes. That'll
Okay.
give us an hour and yeah, because we chew for 30 seconds. So tell us when 30 seconds is up. Then we get
Okay.
a minute and a half.
Gotcha.
180 seconds. After that is done, then set it for 5 minutes and 30 seconds because it's 30 seconds to chew again.
Gotcha.
You
Copacetic.
can't swallow until he says 30 seconds are up.
No guarantee, but I'll do my best.
You can't swallow until 30 seconds are up.
Okay.
Hey, Paul, you just keep moving your mouth until he says do it, because usually
Impossible.
just like
chewing.
try swallow them right away and then just pretend to chew.
Here's the
No,
secret.
you don't want to do that. Anytime you do anything hot, you want to mince it up as finely as possible.
Right.
Otherwise, it could give you the cramps.
Here's the secret to chewing for 30 seconds. Chew,
Thanks, Eber.
chew, chew. Don't sit and chew, chew, chew.
Slow chew. Okay.
And when
I
it
gotcha.
when it's a mush, put it in on your tongue and let it wait until 30 seconds are up, and then swallow it.
Okay.
Eber's like, finally, man, I sent it to Rob, and he's finally going to finish it all these months later.
Eber.
Brando wanted to know, is the sauce that you were eating, Charles, hot? And you
Yes.
had Brando got sent the Allegheny City Farms. It's probably twice as hot as that. It's the same thing, but it's fermented.
All right.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be interesting because all of a sudden I got like a head rush, endorphin smack to the face. This is gonna be fun.
If we wait too much longer, the heat of the last one's going to dissipate. And we're
All
going
right.
to start over.
Ready? Three.
Ready, Rob Paul?
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Thanks, Aaron. I
I
was
made a mistake.
I was
went
way
for
up.
that really fast,
Yeah.
too.
And thank you, Eber. It is about time. It's not that bad, right?
Nope. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay. Y'all can talk about it now. Paul and Rob, what are you thinking?
It's sweet. I got a very distinct sweet off of it. Almost like a honey roasted peanut with like, almost like a scorpion. It's not really that intense for me. I'm getting like maybe a slow creeper heat off the back of my mouth, but that's about it.
Nasty tasting in, is it, Rob? Very. But do you think you recall number 3?
Say what?
You recall number 3? Do you think that number 3 was way hotter than this one?
Give me a little bit for it to build because it's building at the moment.
Okay.
And this one's building in the throat versus the jerky that was just in the mouth.
Yeah, I'm getting more of a build up like the tip of my tongue. Like the back of my throat's fine. It's working its way back. You wanted this, you got it. Just took a guest host to make it happen, I guess.
It only took 2 months. Been waiting for 2 months for this.
Oh wait. Oh god.
Well, you have 20 seconds.
You know that creeper heat you were talking about in the back of the throat? I'm getting distinct pain like right up the side of my throat that's just building.
Ouch.
4,
I'm sorry, I'm staring at myself instead of the camera.
1. Okay, that's it.
So let's eat the next one now.
Okay.
I'll try not to cry.
Well, you don't want to cry in front of your girlfriend.
Start it, Charles.
I did. And this is window 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Paul in the chat is your girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just threw a wrench at her. It was meant for you, but she was there. Oh, and Brando, you didn't get the mild sauce.
Your 30 seconds are up.
Now just 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, Brando, you didn't get the mild sauce. That was like, well, I know what you're talking about, but it wasn't that mild. But the one that Charles tried is a lot hotter than the one that you tried.
Chucks is in the house.
What's up?
Hey, Shock.
So how are you feeling on this one?
that one still tasted terrible.
Terrible, isn't it? That's what me and Derek both said. But I'm still convinced that number 3 is the one that's the hottest.
And I believe him. I believe him, yo. I don't know why. I just do.
I
Yeah.
breathed wrong.
You're what?
I breathed wrong.
Yeah, don't breathe in. Breathe out.
I like number 1, 2, 4, and 5. 3 wasn't bad, but it was probably the hottest.
Am I allowed to go get the cheese after this? Oh no, my face is doing the thing again. If any of you caught my live stream where I ate the scorpion pepper, my cheeks are locking up and I'm forced into a constant smile.
Oh,
That tells me that you're having a fun time.
exactly.
How's the heat after eating that jerky? Hotter or different or?
This
less?
is hotter than the jerky.
Very
Yeah.
much.
I don't know. My jerky, I think that was hotter than Death Nuts. Well, the second Death Nuts that I did. The first one probably was hotter.
And they had the pre-order batch, the same batch that I'd gotten from you, or the original pre-order ones.
Right.
Charles, time?
You got another 2 minutes and 27 seconds, sir.
Oh,
Can
screw
I
you.
just make a really weird statement?
Oh,
My face right now looks like I'm about to go murder someone.
Don't say that on a live stream. We didn't hear you say that.
My apologies.
So Paul's Serpent, if you're out in the internet or whatever, make sure that the other Paul that's just said that comment, stay away from him. Take his computer and run.
She has stolen my identity for the first little while. I'm tripping over my tongue right now.
He's scared of you now after that comment. He's like, I don't know about this Paul. Maybe he's like Sybil. Maybe he's got multiple personalities. You probably don't know who Sybil is. What do you think, Rob? Do you think he knows who Sybil was?
what?
Do you think Paul knows who Sybil was?
Probably.
Rob's on an instant pepper high right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
some
I'm
comments earlier, like when we did the Death Nuts, I kind of did the same thing. Like I wouldn't say hallucinated, but I was definitely having a good time. I felt like in and out of my body a couple times.
That's about how I'm feeling right now, Rev.
Outer body experience.
Well, it wasn't out. It was just like you went out and right back in, but then out and back in. It was enough to be like, what the heck is going on with me right now? But I don't know. I kind of liked it. So if anybody wants to hook me up with some more Death Nuts, yeah, do them live.
Hey, Paul, I'm kind of liking the way your girlfriend's thinking. This is kind of cool. This is like so mean, but you know, there's got to be some love. There's got to be some love there with these kind of comments.
Oh yeah.
And Eber ice cream. Why?
This ice cream is good.
We are trying to actually convert her to pepperism. We introduced her to Ahi lemon drops the other day, and she's very happy with them.
It's a gateway drug.
Your time is up, sir. You completed it.
There you go.
We will be back in a moment.
Bye, Rob. Bye, Paul.
Bye.
That was classic, Rev. We've been trying so hard, and we found a segue to go into this. So,
Oh, you know what it was? Paul peer pressured him into it.
yeah.
It wasn't me.
It was all provoked by me sending him the jerky, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm not joking. The second Death Nuts that I did, your Bambi challenge is hotter than the second Death Nuts.
I can always do a second Bambi challenge, which I kind of
Well, we know how that's going to work out. We know how that's going to happen.
It'll be hot.
It's going to be Bambi's time too.
The only thing I would say is extend the time a little bit, just a little
Yeah.
bit, like maybe 3 minutes or something
That's
like
what I was going to say. Maybe 3 minutes between levels, and then 5 minutes.
Just because it was kind of like real tough to chew. Like my jaw muscles are kind of hurting because I was just trying to munch through it. Not to like get rid of the powder. I don't care about that.
I could also make it smaller pieces.
True, make them half as big, but like 2 or 3 times the powder.
Yeah.
I'm all down with that one. I'm not scared of the powder. It was just the jerky was like felt
Maybe
like those.
instead of doing one that's wide in the bag, I'll do one that's like still long, that like still long length of the bag, but like not big of a piece, like you're like on a piece of that one to like show what I mean.
Yeah, you can do like a quarter of the size and then double up on the powder, but front and back.
JT and Shocks are sending their Canadian love for poor Paul.
That's because Minnesota, Canada, like they are like
Yeah,
so
instead of doing like a bigger, wider piece, I could do like a piece like that. Maybe even a little thinner, but do like a strip. I feel like that's like a good size piece because that's like half the size of the other.
How are you doing, Rob?
I'm actually doing pretty all right.
Yeah.
It's wearing off, but I still want to have some ice cream.
Okay.
So do you kind of agree with Charles's statement that number 3 was probably the real death nut?
Yeah.
I think it's trickery.
To clarify for everyone, I'm struggling a little hard. I went over to talk to my girlfriend because she's sitting in the house with us. I walked like I was like drunk. I was stumbling over my feet and I couldn't keep my balance. It was.
Yeah, she says Paul in person is having a hard time.
Yep.
Yeah, but you have that great smile on your face, so I know you're enjoying it.
So
10 out of 10 would not do again unless I'm severely ready for it.
well, you have a box of pods at the shop that y'all can dig into. That'll.
Mind you, he's the guy that wanted the chocolate bootleg.
Oh, well, yeah. Mine aren't. I don't have many ready right now. I think Rob Blumberg does though.
Oh yeah, I could make a chocolate bootleg happen. And they're chocolate bootleg DMs, and there isn't any such thing as a small pod on the plant either. Like every pod on there is about yay long. It's like 4-inch pods.
I'm just telling you straight up, Paul, that I don't know what you plan on, how much you plan on eating of a bootleg DM, but it's bad.
I tried telling him that. He said he wants one.
No, you tried telling me it's going to be a bad idea, and then like gave me the if you do it, you got bragging rights.
Well, I think that.
So are you gonna?
I think that.
Are you gonna? Sorry.
So Rob Blumberg, Rev, have you had a DM?
No, and to put it this way, I'm not going to try a bootleg DM. Not a chance.
And I think there's several people in the chat who's had a DM. I'm telling you, do not go for that whole thing.
That's what I was about to ask. Is do you plan to eat the whole thing? Because I don't know that that's a good idea.
Oh, hey, JT.
A half is all you need if you're really trying to like go for something, but you can't do like the tip half. You like if you're gonna do a half, you gotta like go for a lengthwise cut.
A
And even a quarter, you
no,
gotta
a
do
sliver.
lengthwise.
Like full length, but a sliver.
Right.
Yeah, that chocolate bootleg piece that I did, never again.
What, the SLP thing that Scott Tippett sent you?
I did that. Yeah, it was a chocolate bootleg.
Yeah, the chocolate bootleg SLP. So that's way different than a DM.
Hey, later on, Julian, thanks for hanging out.
Later, Julian. I guess you're going to do this Friday, so we'll check you out Friday. How you doing your Bambi challenge?
Julian is a beast, so you know he got it.
Nice.
Later, Julian.
Later, Julian. Have a good night.
I'm trying to think of the last thing I saw Julian do. I don't know if it was the Death Nuts or if it was something else, but whatever. I think it was the Death Nuts.
That chip.
Oh, no, not the Bat Chip. Something else. I can't remember. I think it was the Death Nuts. But whatever it was, he did it with Russ. No, I guess it was the... No, it was the Bat Chip. Wasn't it 3 Bat Chips? Oh, no, it's Dave's Chips.
Dave's Chips, yeah.
Because wasn't there 2 or 3? And he ate them like Doritos. Hey, there you go. Brando says he'd eat a bootla DM? Bootla, what is it, SLP?
No, there's there's bootla SM, bootla, a regular chocolate, like a regular chocolate bootla. There's a bootla SM, a bootla DM. There's a bootla SLP. There's a bootla cross with Reaper, Rob Blumberg. There's a bunch of different bootlas out there, but yeah, there's very few people. I guess I should rephrase that. There's very few people who can just like scarf down bootla DMs. That'd be a safer way of saying it.
Yeah, Julian, but you handled it like a boss. If you didn't say that you're getting cramps, you never would have known.
Now, am I getting official credit for finishing the Death Nut Challenge?
Sure. Oh, but Brando says he would eat a bootla. So anybody out there growing any of those varieties of bootlas,
Imagine Brando is.
Probably, but he said he would eat one.
The other day that looked pretty scary.
Yeah.
They all look scary. Like, I grew some Reapers, and they kind of didn't look like the perfect pheno, but they still look pretty scary.
Rob was talking about that last night, too. So many variants in Reapers, but his, from his friend, seems to stay consistent. So.
Oh, Blumberg's got, like, the perfect pheno.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they're big and fat, too.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who have difficulties growing them.
Which, by the way, Blumberg, I would like some of those seeds if you can.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that.
Only because I think I'm out of Reaper seeds. I have one Reaper plant, and it's got black spots on the leaves. And it goes all the way to the top. So I'm pretty sure that plant's not that great. I'm almost positive I killed my pink tiger. My Sugar Rush Peach may come back, and my 2 ghosts, I'm pretty sure I killed them too. They might come back. Which I've got seeds for all those. I'm not worried about that. But that pink tiger, man, I'm disappointed. That was the very first pepper I ever cloned, and I'm pretty sure it's not coming back.
I've never had a pink tiger or never grown one, and I had seeds, and none of my seeds germinated, so I didn't ever get to have the pink tiger. Yeah, I don't know where I'd gotten the seeds from, but I guess it wasn't a reliable source because they didn't germinate. And I'm pretty good at starting seeds too. I usually get almost 100% germination ratio out of my seeds when I start them, if they're good.
Yeah, I suck at starting seeds. Unless they're, like, very fresh seeds. That's, like, the best luck I have. So, like, Dave sent me seeds that he grew, or from pods that he grew last year, and I grew them in, like, February. Almost all of them popped up. Those ahi pineapple, well, most of the stuff I have, the ahi pineapple, jabito, the lemon drops were from Rob.
If I might interject quickly, I'm going to go sit and suffer with my girlfriend for a little bit, but, oh man, the death nuts are really messing with me right now. I'm actually starting to get cramps right now, so I will see you all later.
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 Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you for letting me try the Bambi challenge.
Awesome.
How you feeling, Rob?
It's still burning, but it's down to tolerable. Ugh.
That's
I don't
good.
have any burn.
For
I was
about
waiting to take a drink until all the burn was gone.
Yeah.
for about 30 seconds there, I thought I was going to throw up.
Uh-oh.
Or wait, no, there's tiny, tiny little bit of burn in the back of the throat. Weird.
Ah. Freaky says, "Good to meet you, Paul." Yeah, if you watch my videos, he's been in a bunch of the pod tasting ones.
Cool.
He's sitting in the other room laughing at him right now.
So y'all doing a pod test tomorrow?
Huh?
They're going to do a pod test tomorrow?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, if you start with the Helix Nebula, you'll be all right.
Or the habanada.
Habanada. I think, yeah, that'd be a good one. Y'all can describe this because it's no heat.
Yeah, it's like a habanero, but no heat. Kind of like the, what is it, Trinidad perfume. It's kind of like a Trinidad scorpion, but without the heat.
Yeah. Or you could just say, screw it, I'm either a 7-Pot Primo or a Jay's Peach Coast Scorpion or a BBM Primo, one of those.
No.
I gave you a small one too to make sure that I didn't want to give you like the biggest one and it'd be like,
Right.
oh, I can't make it through this pod.
Yeah.
The one
Sounds
you
good thinking.
probably don't want to do is that little bastard.
Why not? I did one already.
Oh yeah, I've seen Dave do them too. I don't know. Those things are pretty darn hot.
Freaky says, "I'm glad I left the room." Why are you glad you left the room?
Who wants to see a primo? Oh, and if you don't know what the primo is, there is debate that I don't know who's right, but there's debate that Ed Curie, the creator of the Carolina Reaper, stole the primo from Troy Primo and presented it as his own, and there you have a Reaper. Right? Am I correct about that? Was that the rumor, the alleged?
That's one theory, but you don't want to get into Pepper Wars, so.
I said allegedly, so it's all good.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Matt?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Freaky.
Can't remember what the heck I did. It might have been the first Death Nuts. I can't remember what I did. I did something hot. It had to be the first Death Nuts. But Susie said her hands are still burning from the Butch T Scorpion that she did on Friday night. It had to be the first Death Nuts because I messaged Dave the day after, and I'm like, dude, my hands smell like peppers. Like I put them in my left hand, and my right hand smelled like Reapers. Or like hot peppers, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like I didn't even touch the Death Nuts with my right hand, but it's like extruding the pain or the smell. It was weird. It was like it was coming through my pores. Oh, hey Matt, missed that. Dog's having puppy dreams. Sweet.
Yeah, that's good. One of mine is having puppy dreams. One of them is.
It's a very good way to put it, Matt. I wonder. Well, I guess because it cost a lot of money, but like Dave Miner or any of the people with the chocolate bootlas that they created, why they don't get those tested? Because those things are pretty darn hot.
It's all about getting all the stuff filled out and going to the New Mexico Institute to do all the testing.
Don't you have to go to like 3 different places to have it tested? And it's like a consensus across all 3?
I don't know all the details on that. I know it's a lot of work. That's why a lot of people don't do their crosses or whatever. They just don't deal with it.
Yeah, I looked into it, and that's where I got really disappointed with like the actual Guinness Book of World Records. They don't do anything. They just accept what experts like. You have to pay for everything. Go and like, well, in the instance of peppers, you have to pay to have it tested, and I believe it's 3 different places. I could be wrong. It might just be one trusted place or something. But you have to do all the work. You have to put up all the money, and then after all of that, you just hand that slip over to Guinness Book, and they're like, "Oh, that's legit. That's a legit place. We got a record." And that's all they do. Like, I thought Guinness actually would test it for you or, did any amount of work. All they do is accept a piece of paper and go, correct. There's a winner.
Yeah. What's up, Black Mamba?
What's up, Black Mama? You missed the Bambi challenge.
And you missed Rob and Paul eat the last 2 windows finally of the Death Nuts that he's had for a couple months now.
Yeah, so Eber, me, Charles, Rob, Dave, everybody can be rest assured that those nuts are not going to go stale. That's what I was very concerned about.
Right.
I just don't want to waste food. Can we call the Death Nuts food?
I guess. Food group.
That's very subpar food.
It's very expensive food for the amount of food you get.
The Bambi challenge is fulfilling, for sure.
Yeah, I will give it that too.
I mean, in a survival situation, like that's like a lot of food because it's good protein.
Right.
Oh, I should have set a timer. I meant to do that. Set a timer and see how long after the Bambi challenge, if anything happens. Because with the Death Nuts, it was 20 minutes after the 5 minutes at the end. So technically 25 minutes after the last nut. That's when I started getting rumbling in my stomach and thought, uh-oh. And I was just profusely sweating.
Right.
What's up, Taco?
My nose is still a running.
I think my eye watered more from the Bambi challenge. My nose ran more from the Death Nuts.
Well, this is the first challenge I've had where I've actually had a tear come down my face.
I've had that in most of my pod reviews. Oh, and last night you guys were talking, and I think it was Rocky was saying he wanted to see someone actually try the war tricks. I've got a pod review of that. Actually, if you go to YouTube and type in MA War Tricks and just scroll down, I'm on the very first page. My, what'd you call that? My super hots, just looking around at my super hots, that's the one that's green and says MA War Tricks. But if you scroll down like 2 or 3 more, you'll see the red one cut open on a paper towel. That's my review of the MA War Tricks. I thought Dave did too. That's what started my search. But I didn't find Dave doing one. I guess just I was dumb enough to do it. And it was hot. Not like Brazilian brain strain hot, but it was hot. And what was the one? I have a Butch T cross with Douglas that I actually did for Crazy Kimberlin. Like way back when I first met him. Dave introduced me, and I'm like, that guy's cool. I love his videos. So I put out a video called, I think it's called Butch T X Douglas for Crazy Kimberlin. And that was the one that Crazy Kimberlin got a hold of me like a year later after I did the review going, dude, I didn't know you did that. That's really cool.
Freaky says, Todd, that was not a tear your face, just had a quick leak.
I had a quick leak from window number 1 to 4 on the Bambi challenge.
I was just sweating and tongue burn mostly.
I didn't sweat at all. Although I did turn my AC to 72 just in case the compressor wants to stop working.
I sweat if I think too hard, so I just naturally sweat.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm not kidding. Literally, I can like think about sweating and start sweating.
Yeah. Was that this year, Matt? Because this year everything is goofy. He said he's got a Butch T-Cross Dougla from Batman. It turned out to be a yellow Trinidad Maruga Scorpion. Everybody's got weird pods this year. Red pods that are orange, orange pods that are yellow.
Pods, yeah, my devil's one of my devil's horns is yellow. I got chocolate pods that are red. I got orange pods that were supposed to be orange, red. It's just crazy. You saw Jay on there. He's posting half. I mean, had one pod that was yellow, one was red. Dave, he had the same thing. It's just been crazy, man. It's just like there's just so many variations on everything this year.
Yeah, I got a King Star Star Archer pumpkin. There were literally side by side pods, and one of the pods is orange and one of them's yellow. And I picked the orange one already, and King was like, "Oh, the other one should hopefully turn to orange eventually." And so I left it on there, and it's been like a week since then, and it's just bright yellow. I don't think it's ever going to go to orange. And then there's one next to it that's ripening to yellow, and then there's one above it that's ripening to orange. It's bizarre. It's like a multicolored plant.
Nice. Matt, did it correct itself this year by any chance? Probably not, but that would be really weird if last year it looked like a yellow Trinidad Maruga Scorpion. This year it goes back to looking like a Butch T-Cross with Dougla.
My yellow jackets are another thing that has been weird this year. My yellow jackets are like more orange, and not. I haven't seen any with like bright yellow. They'll have little splotches of yellow on them, but the pod's mostly orange.
I refuse to believe that, Paco. He says his eBay Reapers are ripening orange. And by the way, if you're wondering what we're joking about, eBay Reapers are anything from Cayennes to Orange Bell to... If you actually want good Reapers, hook up someone on PLC with some good seeds. They'll hook you up, or go to Pucker Butt.
Unless you really like Thai peppers, and then eBay Reapers are the way to go.
Exactly.
I've seen a lot of really nice looking Thai plants come out of those seeds.
They could be mislabeled, but they also could be cross-pollinated too. Because if you don't, keep them very isolated, they could cross-pollinate very easily. Which I don't really worry about that, but I also haven't thrown out a lot of seeds to a lot of people either. I know most people that actually want to have good genetic seeds, they keep their stuff isolated, like way away from the other ones, or,
You don't have to do that. You can just cover an area of the plant with something to keep other pollen from getting out and pollinators from getting in, and like some netting, and just keep it on there until the pod's set in that like certain area, and pull it off.
I was going to say that, but I wasn't exactly sure how to do that because I've never done it. I didn't want to give people advice that I've never actually done. But I've had really good luck, like Sugar Rush Peach. I mean, they could be crossing with Reapers or, whatever. But they come out looking like Sugar Rush Peach every single year. So I've got a gigantic container full of seeds.
I've got some finally all the way ripe Sugar Rush peaches outside. I've been so excited for those. I mean, I've already put a good handful this year, but I've got probably, I don't know, 5 or 7 pods that are all ripe, which is pretty impressive. considering usually I'd only get like one at a time. They're like 72 days apart when they ripen. And it takes 3 to 6 for them to ripen.
Yeah, they take forever. I have one that has a peachish hue to it, so you know it's going to be like maybe another month. Those things take forever.
Ah. Well, now that I can get back to actually talking here in a relatively normal fashion, thank you.
You're welcome. Glad that you participated in the challenge. Glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, the flavor was just way up there. Number 4, I didn't much care for. It tasted like something bitter, and that kept hitting me. But 1, 2, and 3, really good flavor, really good consistency. The meat was done just right. The marinade was perfect. You know, real good flavor all the way through, and a nice buildup of the heats going through them. But yeah, thanks. I appreciate the work that you put into it and sending them out and everything else and letting us try this. And so yeah, thanks.
I've done a lot more fun things than address that many envelopes and get that many sent out at once. That was the like least fun part of the entire process. Probably was like getting them ready and sending them out, because I sent out like 19 at once one day. I like woke up in the morning and just like worked on, and then I ended up sending out a handful more like in the next day or two after that. It was a lot of work, a lot of addressing envelopes.
Ah. Yeah, that was good. I appreciate it. You even had a nice smell to it too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Next time, I think I'll play around with like instead of doing them all with the same marinade, I'll do some different marinades, switch up flavor and heat. I wanted to do that this time. I started out doing this batch as I was going to do it as a test batch, but then I was like, what the heck am I going to do with all these like trays of jerky? Just eat it all myself, or what am I going to do with it? I was talking with Charles about it. He suggested that I just go ahead and maybe send it out. I was going to send it some out to people. I didn't want to send it to people to try and then like do the challenge later. So I figured I could always just come back and do the challenge and change it, make it hotter. Do a level 2.
I thought that was level 2 because we did the one before.
The one before was the one before you guys didn't have to use that on there or anything. You guys chose to do that yourselves. I mean, I was just sending that out to be nice and share with people.
Yeah, that was some good stuff. Oh.
I forget who all I sent it to last time, but I know I sent it to close to as many people. Not quite as many, but I sent it to a lot of people. And I'm always so excited for when the rare occurrence happens that me and my buddy get to like get our schedules together and make some. And then like last time I gave away some of my brother, I was like, oh no, like it's almost gone and it's gonna be so long before I get. But this time I like with the intention of just kind of sharing, which I still got to keep myself snack on a little bit. I mean, that's cool.
Oh. So Charles is quiet, doing something. Did you fall asleep? And you're still muted, Charles.
Voices over there, Charles.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't click it. It was been having issues. So sorry. Where's Rev?
I got up and walked away.
Uh-oh.
The cramps hit him.
Well, that might not be far off because Paul's already talking about the beginning stages of cramps. Because when he ate those 2 scorpions that day, about an hour later, he was doubled up, or an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. He was doubled up pretty good. But it only lasted for a short time and then went away.
Rob, I'm like very impressed with you tonight. I have to tell you that like you did an exceptional job by not only whether you shared it or not, but not only doing the whole challenge and then those death nuts too. Like I thought you would never do that. I mean, I wouldn't have blamed you if you didn't, but that was really cool of you. You did a good job.
Well, thanks.
I think so too.
Yep, same here.
Well, didn't somebody say that the Death Nuts 4 and 5, the jerky that we had, was hotter?
I said that. I said the Bambi challenge was hotter than the second round of Death Nuts that I did.
Okay, because I wonder if there's still that theory of first round batch and second round batch of the Death Nuts and how they toned down the second round.
No, they said
It's not a theory. I've seen pictures of the ones that they have now and versus the one that me and you got from Ebert. And those ones that we got are like dark color for 3, 4, and 5. People now, it's like almost it transitions in shade perfectly from like 1 to 5. Whereas the ones we had 1 and 2 looked like regular peanuts, and then 3, 4, and 5 were just black. And all the ones that you see now, none of them look as dark as not even number 3 of the ones that we did.
Yeah.
My second round, the 4 and 5 definitely looked way darker than the first round. I mean, they were almost black.
Well,
And there was more.
You still didn't have the first batch like we had though.
No, I might have had the second batch for my first time and maybe a third round for my second time. Because you guys had them way before I did.
Yeah,
if Russ was here, he could chime in on it because he had the first round batch as well. And he'll still, I'm sure, after eating them, what is he up to, 700 times or something now?
Like 742.
Yeah, I think he'll still agree that those pre-order ones were something completely different from the ones that they market now. Because he even told me before I did it, he was like, man, I'm like a little bit worried about you because you got the pre-order ones. That was after he had done it like 12 times. And he was like, those first ones were hot.
Yeah, the second round wasn't that bad for me, but I just kind of figured maybe I'm just getting a little badass.
So that means you're ready for the Johnny Scoville ones, right?
I'm not doing this. I don't do extract.
So Rev said definitely send him a box.
Brian already tried that. He tried that, last night or on Brando's stream? One of those. He was like, hey, we'll send you the, Scoville ones. I was like, nah. He offered, but I just, as a general rule, I don't do extract. If it's a natural pepper, I'm all in.
Just pretend it's not there.
Oh, and remember, the Scoville ones are going to be a very small run, limited edition.
Yeah, Russ will be doing them.
Yeah, there's not many of them that are going to be made, and I thought they were all sold out now anyway, all in pre-order.
I don't know. I haven't even seen where you can pre-order them. I've gone to Death Nuts and Pucker Butt, and nobody even talks about them. But I don't know. I didn't look that far into it. It could be like the One Chip Challenge, where you want to sign up for their email and wait for them to be like send you an email saying we're going to have the One Chip Challenge, and then you get the first couple rounds.
And then a month later, you'll see it on eBay for like $700.
Yeah. Because I've been wanting to try the One Chip Challenge just to say I have that under my belt, but I've
that would
like
be great to just buy bunch of the Johnny Scofield Death Nuts on pre-order, and like buy like 10 to 15 boxes of them, and wait until like nobody else can get any, and then just start selling them on eBay. I'm sure you could like triple or quadruple your money off.
At least. I mean, that one chip challenge was what, 10, 15 bucks? And those things were going for like 60, 80 bucks, 150 I saw them for.
Yep.
I didn't want it that bad.
Not that's what they were going for. They were like, people were actually buying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No, one of the live streams, we actually looked them up one night, and it was like $150 for one chip challenge, and $500 for like the display case with like 5 one chip challenge.
Yeah, and there were auctions where people were actually bidding them up. Wasn't
that's just
like
what they were
buy
going
it
for
no
at the
asking
time.
price.
I'd check myself into pepper rehab before I paid $150 for a spicy tortilla chip.
Yeah, one tortilla chip.
Yeah, no.
The only way to justify that is if you have like 1 million subscribers and you could get it, and with the views that you would get, you could actually make your money back and then a little more. That's the only way, and I'm nowhere near that.
Well, one of those 1 million subscriber people should hit me up, and I'll challenge them to eat this whole jar of powder. That would be way more interesting.
Absolutely.
Pour it out in the bowl and use chips to scoop it up and eat it.
Joe says he sold a chip for 85 bucks. See?
Should have held out a little longer.
Dang.
It should be getting close to time that they're going to start producing again, right?
I just went there yesterday and looked, and they said that they don't have them yet, but I could get on their email list, which I was, and I signed up on their email list the very first year. I've never gotten an email from them.
I wonder if they'll come out with a hotter one chip challenge this time, since everybody hated on it the last time. And
They should come out with like the 2 chip challenge and make it like with Reaper or Pepper X.
that, or just like have a bag of chips, like how they have the like ghost pepper ones that have like hotter ones.
Nice. See, Joe only paid 5, sold it for 85. That's a good business deal right there.
5+ shipping though, unless he bought it somewhere like in a store, which I have heard of people finding them like in gas stations and random places. And I think that the first year they did the one chip challenge, it was when they were ghost pepper ones, and I think I remember seeing those like for sale somewhere. And I never got one. I should have, but I was like, man, $5 for a tortilla chip, like.
Yeah, I saw them in a display in a store one time, and I'm like, $5 for the chip?
Yeah.
And I walked right on by it, just like you did.
Yeah. In hindsight, I wish I had bought it, because I'm sure I've wasted $5 on something more ridiculous than that since then. But I don't regret it at all, anyways.
I have no interest in the Pocky chip. Somebody could send me one, but I don't know if I'd eat it.
I'll send you one.
I
No, you won't.
just wanted to do it just to say I did it. Kind of like the Death Nuts twice.
Rob, you can count on it. I mean, you could take that to the bank. I heard that before. Take that to the bank. The bank. It's Steven Seagal. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Remember that? What movie was that? That he was in a coma forever, and then all he remembers is the guy who was going to be mayor or something, and he was a corrupt banker or something, and never mind. I'm going on a rant. Sorry.
I'm not good with my Steven Seagal movies. I was never a fan. I watched the one where he was a chef and was at Deadly Ground or whatever.
That was Under Siege. That was Under Siege was a chef in the ship. Under Siege 2 was Dark Territory, with the one about the train.
They're saying Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill, yeah.
I might have seen that one. I know I saw Under Siege, but I don't think I saw Under Siege 2. Oh, what's up, West PA? Pyro.
Hey, West
Yeah,
Bro,
I
kids
like
Grudge.
I like that comment. If someone wants me to eat something that's going to be hot going in and hot coming out, you're going to have to pay me.
Oh, well, that is payment if they send it to you.
You're right. They're paying for your thing in advance. It's just you don't get money in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean that's what we did with the Bambi challenge. Rob sent us 4 levels of progressively hotter jerky, and to pay Rob back, we had to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cook's Garage says, "How do you make it stick to the chip?" It's a really light spray of vegetable oil, and then the powders are basically sprinkled over them. Whatever sticks, sticks, and whatever doesn't goes on to the next chip.
Or like Rick says, you could use super glue.
Dave with Run at Home in West Virginia has a video out showing how he makes his challenge chips. And it gives a really good explanation and how you can do it yourself. And yeah. Oh. But yeah, that jerky definitely had some good flavor to it. Duct tape, I don't think so. Oh.
Beef Pepper Dog approves.
Well, this is going to be another interesting trophy to take and put up. I don't know where I'm going to start putting those, but yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I wanted the one chip challenge coffin.
Yeah. Sorry, that shiver I just did is me with the adrenaline wearing off. I always shake when the adrenaline's wearing off.
Kind of like how I keep these 2 one chip challenge or one death nut challenge thingies hanging around.
And Charles has probably got his within arm's reach too.
No.
No.
It's in my little glass cabinet down the hall.
See,
It's
that's
already
what
on display in the trophy case.
Well, not a trophy case. I keep that and my Funko Pops in them. All my Star Wars Funko Pops.
But you could still call it a display or a trophy case.
I need a trophy case. I need a trophy case, move this couch away from the wall, and put the trophy case in the background. That way I could actually show off all my stuff. Instead, I just got a naked lady.
A tastefully naked lady.
Hey. And if you missed Charles doing the one chip challenge, you should watch that because it's hilarious. His mom's in the background going, "Charles, are you okay? Are you going to die?"
That's not so hotter than the Pocky one chip challenge, right?
The Pocky one chip challenge is nothing. They better do something different, and they better really, 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 really do something different, because that chip is by far not that hot.
Unless you're a news broadcaster doing it live on air.
Or that, are you trying to do it for show? I mean, like, oh my God, realize something went wrong, going to the hospital. Oh crap, you ain't gonna go to the hospital eating that chip.
Oh, we should have done that. Oh, we screwed up. We should have been like, "Oh my God, I'm dying. My mouth's on fire. Anybody got milk?" And
the one guy who, let me find it real quick.
Oh, and freaky. No, it's definitely a naked lady floating in water. Looking at
the reverse reflection of the water above her.
Yep. It's called breaking through. There's a difference between sticking your neck out and keeping your head above water. Or I guess I reversed that. There's a difference between keeping your head above water and sticking your neck out. What's up, Rob? Did you have to run out and grab ice cream and milk and everything after the Bambi challenge?
No.
I was waiting for you to say yeah.
Just because I went and grabbed some ice cream.
Well, you did Death Nuts too.
Yeah.
Well, no, I have to give a dig at the creator.
I did it 2 nights in a row too.
Plus, you did extras of each of them too.
Yeah.
Want to do 3 nights in a row? I'll see if I can get Russ on here tomorrow. And
No.
Last night after I did it,
that actually is a really bad idea. I wish you would have done it with Brando, because tonight you could have been like, I did it 3 nights in a row.
yeah, it would have been cool. I should have done that. Last night after I ate it, though, I took pieces of the number 4 and dipped them in a jar of powder.
Charles, what's that a link to? I'm still moving.
Yeah, did Charles freeze?
Looks like it.
Rob?
He was already very deep in thought.
Yeah, he's very deep in thought. Uh-oh.
There he went.
He left a link and then disappeared.
Oh. Well, when I did the first 3 nuts of the Death Nut Challenge, it messed me up for 4 days. I couldn't eat, but I didn't get any pain out of it. Right now, I got a little bit of a cramp starting up. Oh. He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. I guess I froze or something, so I was just trying to click out. What were you saying?
What's the link to? Is that you in the one chip challenge?
No, that is that guy who acted like he was going to go to the hospital, the guy from Africa. So 1.3 million views. This is all I got to say. If you really want to do something crazy, if you can like handle the Pocky one, you think you can do it or whatever, there you go. 1.3 million views. So if you're looking for views on your YouTube page, that's all you got to do is act like you're dying.
I saw another video where actually in the video, it was this guy and his wife both did it. And his wife started, I guess, getting really bad cramps afterwards. And they actually had paramedics come. And, like, in the video, it showed, like, paramedics come into, like, the living room. And then they, like, explained what they had done. And the paramedics were, like, laughing and stuff. It was funny. I wish I could find the link to that one, but I don't know if I could.
I'll look and see.
But they're funny that paramedics actually came after they did the one chip challenge. I think that was the best one. But that one that Charles just posted is great too. And that dude, he was acting so buck when he went into it, like he was just gonna boss mode the children.
Yeah, it might get you views, but you're probably not going to get my view. I like it if you can't make it, but if you embellish it a lot, I'm probably not even going to watch.
So it's
What's up, Derek?
Hey, crazy.
I still like that Italian family who did that. That was crazy.
And hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Derek, you missed everything.
The Bambi challenge.
May as well just log off now because there's no way we can even keep up with it.
And Rob finished the Death Nuts.
You know, as far as calling an ambulance from the hospital, I could pick up the phone and walk out the front door, make my emergency call, and before the ambulance would even leave the hospital, I could be at the emergency room door. Only 4 houses down and 4 houses up.
Rob, was it that one?
Let me go and click on it and see. I was just about to try and look it up.
Ah, man, how was it? The Bambi challenge was great. I didn't care for the flavor of number 4, but nice progressive heat levels, and 1, 2, and 3 had great flavor to them.
Yes, that's the one, Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these guys talked me into finishing the Death Nuts. I had help, though. Paul was here, too. So we split Windows 4 and 5, but I had them.
Yeah, if you go towards the end, you can see the paramedics coming and talking to her. And they checked her out. She's like sitting on the couch in the living room. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That one's hilarious.
How many views on that one?
I already clicked out of it, but I'm sure it's a lot. Let me see. That one has 775,000 views.
Cool. And Derek Rev also did the Bambi challenge, and Rob also had more of the Bambi challenge.
Yeah, date.
Yeah, I did round 2 Bambi challenge again with bigger pieces.
Yeah.
Can't have enough Bambi challenge.
So that was officially round 1, and round 2 is going to be sometime in the future, and it's going to be even more intense.
Yes.
It'll probably be sometime this season, I would imagine.
You mean version 2?
Yeah.
It's going to be called the Crazy Kimberlin Opinions Edition.
I guess technically,
Because Rob got so many messages from Derek saying that it was just, so he needs something more challenging. So he wants to make something like extra spicy.
sweet. Thanks, Derek. Yeah, I think technically this is round 4, right? Brando was round 1. You guys last night was round 2. Cal Togoroshi, 818? 888?
808.
808 was round 3, and then we're round 4, right?
Yep. So round 5.
Yes. Well, we still got Russ and Julian and Dave.
Yeah.
And then all the Canadians. And
Yeah, that'll be the Canuck version.
Yep.
and then there's Aaron AA is going to be doing it as well in the coming days. And the other person that is going to be doing it is Jay.
Oh, yeah, the next couple days.
Yeah, he said he was going to
He messaged me today, and he said that he would do the video, and hopefully, like maybe by Wednesday or something, he'll have a video and have it posted.
Yeah, you said tomorrow.
I'll have to go and look and see who all I sent it to.
Yeah, and I don't know where all the Canucks are going to be doing their version, but
I think that they should all get together and do it as a group. I think
yeah, definitely do it that way. But I mean, I don't know whose channel they're going to be doing it on, but hey,
probably JT Bear since he goes live nowadays.
Yeah, it could be here. It could be JT Bear. It could be Scott, an everyday Canadian.
Well, he's not. I didn't get to him. If I had had his contact info and stuff, and I could have sent it out to him like before. But then by the time I got connected with him, I didn't have any like nice pieces left to send out. I could have put together smaller pieces to make up the challenge, but I didn't want to do that. I'd rather. Well, so I told him next time I'll count him in for that.
Well, then I guess it could be Alberta. Susie's probably not going to do it on her channel, but
yeah, it'll be the Canadian group of ones that I sent it to is Alberta Pepper, Susie, JT Bear, and Bernie Phantom.
That will be fun.
So that would be a cool stream if the 4 of them got together and did that.
Right.
Yeah,
would like it if
Russ and Julian are the 2 that are left. And then Dave, Chad the Walrus also should have a video for it eventually. And then the Canadians and Aaron AA and Jay. So that's the people that are left that still haven't done a video. I don't know if everybody, like Chad may have already eaten it. I'm not sure, but I know he was going on vacation. So he may have already done it, just hasn't posted it. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of would like it if I don't want to say all of the Canucks, but if JT did it on my live stream, just because I know he likes to end his live streams pretty quick. I just would like to extend that as long as possible, just to, make him suffer a little. Oh, JT's here. Oh, hey, sorry, dude. Hey, what's up, man?
I agree with JT though. I like Alex's channel because Alex is like, we don't have an official timer here, but I may have a timer right there.
Yeah, and he'll have a timer on the wall too.
Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Or no, he's bye-bye.
I know, but let him throw a Robin in.
Oh, yeah. Everybody loves the bye.
Yeah. He could change it up for that one. But
no matter where the Canucks are going to go ahead and do that, I will definitely be watching.
I definitely will be too.
As a matter of fact, whoever is going to host the my fellow Canadians doing that, I'd like to be part of that stream. I'll be the Charles. I'll be the timekeeper, and I'll take care of all that for you.
I'll come hang out for moral support.
Yeah, Rob will do it again.
Maybe. See if I have any, because that's still like another 3 years before it gets there.
Yeah, we have all kind of time. Bambi version 3.0 will be out by then.
Yeah.
Not to mention version 2.1, 2.4, 2.7, and 2.9.
That's true.
And JT, you'll be fine. Just in case you're getting worried over there.
Welcome back, Paula.
Howdy, Paula.
She was
Speaking of
digging
challenge, my shirt like totally smells all wacky. I never did this before, but I actually used those Tide Pods to wash my clothes with, my sheets and everything. Pretty wacky smell. I could see how you might think that it actually might be candy.
I was going to say, those aren't for washing your clothes. You're supposed to eat those.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. I don't care how many views I'm getting.
I wonder where that started. Like, who was the first person that was like, you know what, I'm going to eat this Tide Pod?
I don't know, but whoever it was, hats off to you, man, because that's funny. You get that many idiots to actually join in. Because the very first person obviously probably did it as a joke. Oh my God! This and they probably like threw it in their mouth, paused the video, and kept their composure, popped it back out of their mouth, and like kept on going with the video or whatever.
Today I'm going to be eating a Tide Pod and snorting a condom.
Oh, Rob holds his head. These are actual challenges on YouTube.
I know, and I can't believe the snorting the condom one to bring it in your nose and out your mouth.
I can't believe it took this long. I saw people doing that in the 90s.
Well, people do it with necklaces and that kind of stuff, but a condom?
Yeah, I saw it in the 90s. Like 96. No, 97 or 8. Wow, that was 20 years ago.
I saw some post on Google on just somebody's random page the other day, and it was talking about how like it was like a link to something, and it was like the newer generation needs to understand that washing out and reusing condoms is not safe. So I guess apparently that's the thing now too. People are like washing their condoms.
Well, that's like out of the Truly Tasteless joke book, out of like the late or early 90s. It's like, how do you reuse a condom? You turn it inside out and you shake the F out of it. Sorry, it's one of the only jokes I remembered from, yeah, I said F, Aaron. We don't have Susie here, so I figured I'd keep it, children friendly. Yeah, so that joke is perfect. Hey, I said F. They don't know what that means. They're like, wait, what the heck is he talking about? Like, I don't understand. They don't know that's censoring yourself. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. Kids are weird. What's up, Aaron? Aaron still has to do the Bambi challenge, right?
I think that he's been working on that, or it's coming soon. He messaged me today. Should be sometime soon, I think. Maybe he can say something more about that. He's at least in possession of it. So.
And you can always do your own video. I just prefer doing it on any live stream, just because I think that it's way more authentic. You know, like same with the Death Nuts. You know, like it's one thing to, hey, look at me. I've got a 20-minute video where I do the Death Nuts. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Hey, look at me. I braved the Death Nuts. And then you're done with it. There's another thing if you do it on a live stream and you actually see the after effects live. And it doesn't even have to be live. You can just film the entire thing. You could film like 2 hours of you doing the Death Nuts just talking. It's just more fun when you have a chat to talk to.
Yes, Freaky. It's too late to delete it.
You can. It'll probably show back up in the rebroadcast. What's up, Sharks?
Yes, I'm going with Shocks and Muse to host the Canada event.
Heck yeah. I just want to be there.
JT is getting the Bambi challenge. It's on its way.
Yeah, Shocks can host it. I just want to be there. I want to be like Shocks' sidekick. Like while everybody's like sitting there chewing for a while, me and Shocks can talk back and forth, talk crap, or give enthusiasm and encouragement, or whatever direction we feel like taking it. I'll be timekeeper guy, and she could be the the host.
That actually already happened in West PA, Freaky. That happened when Susie enjoyed the Butch Tea.
Butch Tea Scorpion.
Which I still can't believe that she ate that. And then went back for the other half.
Absolutely. That's
it happened, and it was live.
Well, you look at LA Beast, and how many times is he thrown up on camera? Probably too many to count. At least he gives a warning ahead of time, because there's sympathetic pukers out there, to put it mildly. My sister, my mother is one of those. If she sees somebody throw up, she throws up.
I'm not like that unless it's in person, but it's usually if someone is actually sick. If it's just I ate something hot, I ate too much of something, or anything like that, that doesn't affect me. But if it's someone that's sick, like that sick odor that, yeah. But then again, that was like 30 years ago.
Chucks, you just got elected, that's all. No turning it down.
I thought you said you wanted to do it. Oh. No, I actually know that joke too. Ha ha ha. I took that as I actually know how to do jokes too. And I thought that was you accepting the host role. Shocks for host. Hashtag shocks for host. Let's make the most out of my mistake. JT, probably.
Well, that's cool, Paula. She got harvested about 15 pounds of taters off of 10 or so plants.
Nice. I'm Irish, so I appreciate a big potato harvest.
Yeah.
By the way, if you talk to anybody Irish, they will say that I'm not Irish. I was Irish pre 1742. I don't think that counts anymore.
Well, actually, it does. As long as the records go back, you can be a mutt of anything.
Not if you talk to anybody that lives in Ireland. I've talked to them. They say it doesn't count. And same thing with the Scots, same thing with the English, and same thing with the Germans.
Exactly. Yep. My father's, I mean, my real dad side is German, but yeah, that's about it. So, yep, that's as far as it goes.
Hashtag Shots for Host 2018.
There you go. We got a voucher.
Well, she's already been elected, so we don't have to run a campaign for her.
Yeah, she's got the biggest channel anyway.
Yeah, there you go. We'll just look at it like that. Oh, and by the way, you're not going to live stream. It'll like be JT live streaming or Alberta, like JT's been, or Alex, I should say, like JT has been saying. All you got to do is show up, be pretty, have good jokes, and that's it. All I got to do is show up with my phone and be like, I got the time. Doot, 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 doot.
But
And also moral support.
you gotta think about this though. Shock says, I have never live streamed it before. Well, how many live streams have we seen around with JT? Those count as live streaming.
7.
Because you're on and you're live. Just because it's not your show and you're a supporting actor for that show, you're still in that show. You know, it's like on Seinfeld and Kramer. Kramer wasn't the main guy. He was a sidekick, but everybody knows about him because he was on the show.
Who? Kramer? I'm
On
pretty sure
Seinfeld,
that's
yeah.
not why everybody remembers Kramer.
I'm just using it as that it's an example of a sidekick versus the main character.
I'm pretty sure they
Still
remember.
on the show, so Shox is still on the show, so therefore she has live stream.
Pretty sure they remember Kramer from some weird thing that might or might not have happened, even though there's video proof, at the Laugh Factory.
I was using him as an example.
You should have said George Costanza.
Okay, George Costanza or Newman. Newman would be an even better thing. Small bit actor, but you still know he was on the show. You're still part of the show, even though Shock sits off the screen, like in the last live stream, and waves and that kind of stuff, and sneaks in every once in a while. She's still in the show. She's still live streaming. Therefore, she can't say she hasn't ever live streamed before.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And what's up, Gage? And to answer your question, Rev, Rob, me, and Paul. Is that it, Rob? Paul?
Paul.
Yep.
Yeah. Me, Rev, and Rob and Paul did the Bambi challenge tonight. And then Paul and Rob finished off the last 2 windows of his death nuts that he's been collecting.
And I ate a tablespoon of Allegheny City Farms Harvest Edition. I had to do something.
Yep.
Which JT and Shox, they both did the Allegheny City Farms Hot Sauce Challenge. The stuff that Charles did is probably twice as hot.
Yeah, the Harvest Edition is even hotter.
Yeah, it's a fermented mash.
JT, you're not her sidekick. You guys are both co-hosts.
Yep. And then we're going to get Fozzie in there just for the hell of it.
Oh, and so anyway, back to what Shox was talking about. How come you don't live stream, Shox? I think that should be the bigger question. Oh, just like I was telling JT. Next thing you know, JT's live streaming. Might want to subscribe up to Shox the Muse. She might be hosting her own live streams coming soon with her sidekick, JT Bear.
Could be. She could be by a bunch of trains.
You don't need to push the buttons. You have a sidekick there or co-host there that can push the buttons for you.
Well, I push all the buttons over here, but I get Rob as a side kick, and then I push his buttons. Hey Rob, how's those death nuts doing? Maybe you should try the last of them. It's not that hot. It'll be great. You'll love it.
I wonder how many times that was suggested before you finally agreed to it. It has to be in the hundreds.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's multiple dozens, because it's probably been at least like half a dozen every time it's brought up. By the way, if you want to see Rob do the death nuts, please send him. I'll hook you up with his address. He'll love it. It'll be great.
Yeah. No.
Round 2, it'll be. You thought round 1 was fun. He's gonna make a mockery of round 2.
Yes.
No.
He said he was holding out for the Johnny Scoville edition ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't push that on him. But another round of the death nuts, absolutely.
Like I said, I wish I could finish that sausage, but that's just going to be too much sausage to eat. I can't do it. So I will eat portions of it. I mean, I could do that on whatever, like maybe Monday. But it's going to be like a small portion of the link or something.
You're going to make a video about that, right? Like at least like cut it into like a quarter or whatever and like just do that 1 quarter and like, hey, look at me. I got the Valhalla death sausage.
I thought about that, but then I know I hear a lot of crap about that because then they're like, oh, or they could look at it as a fail, but then they say you're not doing it right or whatever. You're not eating the whole link. So
what? That's even better. That'll draw even more people to your video. Oh, watch this guy. He didn't even do it right. Like he only ate a quarter of it. And yeah, so what? Just say it right at the very beginning. Like I'm not going to do the entire thing. I only wanted to do a quarter of it, but I wanted to show you guys what it was like if you're going to do at least some of it. And then just go into it. Anybody who comes in, just, you know.
Instead of titling it as a challenge, you could title it as a review also.
Yeah, or taste test. Yeah, I may do that.
I wouldn't say taste test because that sounds like you're just gonna like try a little sliver or something. I'd say review.
Yeah.
And yes, shocked. I've known for that.
And then we'll try to do something funny in the upcoming months too. I still need to work on my pepper outfit. Halloween's approaching. Into that stuff.
I second that, Rob.
Yep, I think it's time we close this out and go to bed. I'm gonna go lay down. My stomach's kind of upset at the moment.
Hopefully that'll subside for you and doesn't cause any problems. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I had a big dinner beforehand, and I'll probably go eat a bunch more or something to get another layer coming down on top to help push.
Yeah.
Eat some like cheese toast or something.
Yeah.
That's something that I like to eat if I've got like that upset stomach feeling. And cheese toast, it's not too filling, but it's good. Like it'll kind of give you that absorbent aspect in your stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll make a toast and cheese sandwich. That sounds good.
Or grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the extra butter.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing.
I have a toaster oven, so I can put like a piece of bread in there with cheese on top and then toast it, and it like melts perfectly on top.
And I do about that.
Yeah, I do that sometimes, and I'll make like a non-grilled grilled cheese sandwich, like without the butter. You just do it in the toaster oven with a piece of cheese on each slice of bread, and and I'll pull it out like when it's still hot, put the two pieces together, and it's like a butterless grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay. Want to try something else interesting? Take and make up like 4, 5, 6 pieces of toast, put a little butter on them, and then melt the cheese in a cup or something and dip the toast into it and eat it that way, like nachos and cheese.
Wow.
Try that sometime.
I would get like that. I
Huh?
would get that white like queso dip, like the Mexican queso stuff. That would probably be really good to do that with.
Sure. I used to do that all the time. It's a whole lot faster and easier and less pans and dishes than, you know, taking out and making up grilled cheese sandwiches and everything else, and it tastes the same. In fact, it actually tastes a little better because you can get more cheese on the individual pieces of toast. So I like a lot of cheese in my grilled cheese.
Me too.
Ah, so anyway, idea for people. I have a toaster oven big enough to cook a full-size pizza. Mine's lucky if I can get 2 pieces of bread in it.
Yeah, I can only put 2 or no, I think I can get 4 pieces of bread in mine.
Yeah, mine's only got a tray about yay big on it.
But definitely no pizza.
My tray is like about like yay big by yay big. It's like kind of tight for 4 pieces, but I can get 4 pieces in there. They just don't they don't toast as evenly that way if you do 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rob, did you have pizza today, Rob Blumberg?
No, I had some tamales.
Yes.
Oh.
It's not 4 days in a row. Yes.
Tamales or yeah, the rolled up thingies.
Yeah, tamales, not taquitos. You're thinking of taquitos.
That's what I was thinking of.
I had tamales and like a sauce. It's like different. They aren't crispy. They're like a soft, like I think it still is like a corn like part that's rolled in, but it's
yeah, I want a tamale, like a real one that's wrapped up in that whatever leaf.
corn husk.
It's a corn husk, but if you do eat El Salvadorian, that's going to be in a banana leaf.
I'll take either one.
Okay.
Anybody want to ship me a tamale? I've never had a tamale in my life.
I can get them shipped to you.
Well, I don't want like store bought or anything. I wanted like actual stuff on it.
Will that be flash frozen?
Sounds cool.
I don't know. That's a lot of shipping. It's like
Yeah.
a lot. That's like just like that sausage. It costs $20 to ship. It costs a lot to ship food.
Yeah, I'd be better off like visiting you and eating one, you know, an authentic one there, or maybe if they have one here or something like that.
I was gonna say, I'm sure there's a restaurant around there that would have a good tamale.
Yeah, down here we don't see any Mexican or Hispanic foods.
Yeah, we have tons of it around here, but I've never seen a tamale. No, not hot tamales. I've had them. They're not that good.
Yeah, tamales are really you see a lot of families do that because it's a production. Do the tamales, get everything going. If you've ever made tamales, made tamales, it's a lot. So that's why a lot of the families get in the kitchen and go at it together. You know, it's one big group.
Like Joe says, my mom makes 100 dozen tamales every Christmas.
Yep.
And it's probably because there's other family members around to do it as well.
Right.
To help with it as well.
Yep, because you got to get the filling, you got to get the masa, you got to get everything going. It's just a lot.
Well, Lisa knows how to make them, so next time you're going on vacation at the beach, let me know and swing by and make some of those. Yeah, they're everywhere, Nate. Except here, apparently. They gotta be around here. I just don't know where to go.
You just haven't. You didn't even know what it was like 30 seconds ago.
No, I confused them with taquitos because that's what I thought you were eating. I know what a tamale is. I've wanted one for like 5 years now. When I first saw it on YouTube, I'm like, whoa, what the heck are they doing? Why do they have a giant leaf And they like rolled it all up and cooked it. And I'm like, I don't know what I didn't even know what was in it. And I was like, I want that.
Well, usually, I mean, you're going to have your pork tamales, you're going to have your chicken, you have the beef, you have bean and cheese. And then, hopefully you have one that's not like really small, have a pretty good size one.
Yeah, they're usually like a big Jimmy Dean sausage or whatever kind of size. But I'll take all of it.
It vary.
I don't want to discriminate on pork or chicken or beans or anything like that. Just throw it all in there.
When I
The
see
ones
that,
I had were
the El Salvadorian tamales is a lighter color usually. There's not as much of the red, grease and things going through it. It's almost like I would describe it as a leftovers. Like you'll have chicken pieces and peas and all kinds of stuff just thrown in there, and then it's wrapped in banana leaf.
Yeah, that's why it looked good. I love leftovers.
So that's pretty much what it is. It's like wrapped up, almost like leftovers in a masa little shell there.
Yeah, it reminds me of my childhood when Dad was cooking. It was like, hey, what leftovers do we have from this week? Huh? We're eating all that. Well, here's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Nothing went together, but it was awesome.
one of the best things I ever made one time from that mentality was I had some big large flour tortillas, and it was around Thanksgiving time, like right after Thanksgiving, and I had all these dishes in the refrigerator, and I literally made Thanksgiving burritos with Thanksgiving dinner leftovers, like stuffing, mashed potatoes, turkey, gravy, all this stuff, and made burritos with it. And that was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm sure that there's people out there laughing at the thought of that, but it was really very, very good.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
That sounds good.
Absolutely. And I like that. Black olives, carrots, and jalapeno peppers with chicken, says Lisa. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how I would make my own, so I let other people go ahead and make it, and I rely on what you think. But all right, well, Rob said we were supposed to be done, what, half hour ago? Something like that.
I mentioned it 12 minutes ago.
Well, let everybody know where they can find you guys.
Who wants to go first?
Pepper Dog.
I don't know if Charles fell asleep, and I don't know if I was
I'm not asleep. I'm waiting on Blumberg.
Floor's yours, Rob.
You can't find Rob anywhere, so you can check him out. He's on somebody's live stream, maybe. He's hanging around the pepper patch. He's out fishing in the river. Sometimes you can catch him on Google Plus. That's where Rob is.
I guess you covered it pretty well. Anything bad?
Local pizzeria.
Yes.
Or in the garden.
One of my many gardens. You'll have to drive around town and find which garden. That or float the Harpeth River and look for me there. But in all seriousness, Rob Blumberg, and you can find me on Google Plus. Pepper Lovers. That's pretty much all I got going on. So one day when I make my famous YouTube appearance on my channel, which may happen, may not. I'm sure it will. Not anytime soon. Maybe. Who knows? Stay tuned. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Maybe one day that notification will pop up.
Cool.
Charles, your turn.
Hello, my name is Rob, ROBBZ.
No.
You can catch me on my YouTube channel, Rob Z.
No.
I released a couple videos today. I had a couple unboxings. Thank you again, Charles. Thank you again, Rob. I don't have much content right now as far as peppers go. I have some lemon drops that I'm starting that I want to keep indoors, but nothing much else. I do have my Trinidad Scorpion, Maruga Scorpion, on the outside of my shop. We saw us harvest over 100 pods the other week. I do have a Minecraft channel. If you're into Minecraft, that's at Yankee Ace 50. You can check me out there. I do live streams on Twitch, but I rebroadcast them through YouTube several times a week. So if you're interested in Minecraft, please, by all means, like, subscribe to my channel, and you'll see content uploaded periodically. I'm on here usually Mondays. Got a lot of things going on at the shop and other things on my channel. So I'm only here usually on Monday, but I do different challenges occasionally. Finish things that I started.
Don't forget to leave a comment. I'll get back to you shortly.
Usually get back to you within a day or so. And in addition to this, we have I should have a pepper tasting video coming out tomorrow, and a harvest video for the scorpion as well.
I'm Charles Space P. You can check me out on my channel. We have a live stream, me, BD Beats, and Rob Bluggenberg on Sundays. I'm here usually on Mondays, sometimes Friday. You can check me out on Google Plus, PLC community. Usually posting pretty regularly there. And that's pretty much about it.
Except for me, Charles, I have a really good, beautiful garden in the back that is wonderful to look at. Come watch my videos, yeah.
No, you can watch that on my channel, Charles Space B. That's my YouTube channel. So you'll find all kinds of wonderful content there. Please subscribe, comment, like. Thank you.
We give them an extra incentive to come and visit your channel to see your forest of pepper plants.
The incentive is just looking at me.
But you don't show yourself in the updates.
I may start. I may be in a pepper outfit. The one that you're supposed to wear, but you never did. So I'm going to go and go through with it. Yep. I'm going through with it.
Nobody ever sent me one.
I know, but I'm going to make one. I'm going to wear a red one. Called the Peter Pepper edition.
The bottom of the Peter Pepper would be yeah.
We're going to wear that on the Halloween edition of this live stream.
All right, Rev, your turn.
Hey, I'm Reptos TV, and have you ever thought about getting a gun that you could pet? That's this thing right here. I made an infomercial. It's on my channel. Check it out. Nah, I don't have anything to say. You're on my channel already. If you're not, if you don't know why you were here, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you get a notification for whenever we go live. We do all kind of fun stuff on here, like the Bambi challenge that was tonight. You don't know what we're talking about, and you just joined in. Maybe you should, as soon as I hit the unlive button, just go ahead and refresh the page and watch it all over again. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Right about an hour and a half in.
It was a very good show.
Yeah.
Thanks for everyone for joining us tonight.
Yeah, and thanks to Rob Blumberg over there, who sent us the Bambi challenge to all the different people. So if you see a Bambi challenge, that's all his doing. And yeah, that's all I got. Anybody else got anything to say?
Ding dong. That's what Gage says.
Sweet. Yeah, anybody that you know that goes live, make sure you hit the bell. That way you get a notification whenever they actually go live.
And don't forget to hit the thumbs up here.
Yeah, anybody that you like, hit the bell. That way you get a notification for any time they put out a video, but especially the ones that go live. So, but that's it. My air conditioning is actually working, so this is pretty cool. I'm not sweating my you-know-what off over here, so it's kind of cool.
This should be a great night's sleep.
It should be. I turned it down pretty low, too. I'm going to be like all tucked up in a fetal position under the covers and everything with extra covers on. All right, but that's it, man. We were live. It was awesome. You guys were here. And if you missed it, rewatch it. Bambi challenge. What? Round 4 just came at you. So check out 1, 2, and 3, which 3 was Togarashi 808. You can find them on Pepper Lover community, on the Pepper Lovers community. Round 2 was last night on Charles's channel with, well, I can't name everybody because there was like 8 people. And round 1 was Brando on Brando's channel. So if you want to see all those rounds, go check out all of them. And that was it. We're all out of here. So thanks for hanging out. Love y'all. And we will see you on the next live stream.
Later, everybody.
Have a good night and bye.
Bye.